Kravitz. If you have not followed his Triple H Horse Racing podcast, you're missing out. It's one of the best podcasts in the country.
And welcome to episode 303 of the HHH Racing Podcast. I'm your proud host, Howard Kravitz. Thanks for joining us live. Paul Howard is so excited he's jumping up and down for the Breeders' Cup post-position draw. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button on the very bottom right-hand side of the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are only about 80 subs away from 3,000 subscribers on the HHH Racing Podcast YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. You can follow all of us on our Twitter handles. You can see mine is right there at hkravitz. You can also email me hkravitzhorse@gmail.com. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You can listen to this show also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor as well. We have fantastic Power Picks. Breeders' Cup Power Picks tip sheet are now available. They're only available until Wednesday midnight, ladies and gentlemen. Or sorry, Wednesday noon, Wednesday noon Eastern time. Actually, Pete, it's midnight, right? I'm getting confused with the other bet. Sorry. It's Wednesday midnight. I apologize. Wednesday midnight Eastern Standard Time. Power Picks tip sheet. It's only $20, ladies and gentlemen. That includes both days. Look below the video player for information. I'm going to bring it up right now so everyone can see where you go. All you do is you go to our fantastic website, hhhracingpodcast.com. I'll bring it on the screen right now. There it is. You go to our website and you go ahead and just click right there at the top, and it goes right to our Power Picks tip sheet. There's the information. You don't want to miss it, so please check out. And there is the title page. Again, you just click on the top to the HHH Racing Podcast tip sheet. Please check that out for sure. We're also on Instagram, instagram.com/HHH Racing Podcast. Man, Paul Halloran in the bottom right-hand corner is ready to get into the gate.
I love it.
For the races. We also have regular Power Picks, ladies and gentlemen, every Saturday. Regular Power Picks. Again, look below the video player. That you sign up through Patreon. Fantastic. It's a monthly subscription. Again, check that out through Patreon. Guys, are we ready? It's post position time for the Breeders' Cup.
Well, not only is it post position, but we're getting started right off the bat with the race that we care most about right now in this field, in the Juvenile Turf Sprint. Shout out, I saw him in the chat already. Shout out Tony Rollo and everyone else that has partners that in Shards, who's in the Juvenile Turf Sprint, which again is the first race that they're drawing, which is insane.
Pete and Paul, we've got an enormous amount of live viewers. Again, please comment in the live chat. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. The subscribe button, bottom right side of the screen. Smash that like button as well. And then also, Pete and Paul, you can comment. We've got a lot of shows already that we have presented here on the HHH Racing Podcast. Pete, why don't you talk about some of the great shows we've already had, which you can find just down below there under our Breeders' Cup show panel.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at that, there's tons. I mean, we have the interview you and Paul did with Cody Dorman and his family. That sort of, well, it didn't really kick. I don't remember if it kicked off the week. I can't remember which days were which at this point. There's too many. The Aidan O'Brien one, which you see 6,000 views. That one's been super popular, talking about his entrance. A must-watch is the international review of the Euros and the overseas horses with Davy Lane. The pre-entry show, which we did last week when the pre-entries came out. The taped interview with Larry Colmus, who gave the fantastic call of Shards winning the Juvenile Turf Sprint. I think that's all of the ones that I'm thinking of. And then there's one tonight. There's one tomorrow. There's one Wednesday. And then the B&B boys are doing some taped shows. So definitely that's why you need to subscribe, like Howard said, and hit the notification bell, because if tape shows pop up, you don't want to miss them. And then you can always go to our page, though, and find them there. You can go to our website. We have sort of a list of all the Breeders' Cup related ones that we've done. So they're all easily findable in one spot. Plenty of places to look. Watch them all.
Kyle, real quick, what do you got on with the Ben and Boozing guys specifically? You're going to have some tape shows they're going to be dropping in the next 2 days.
Yeah, not only are we covering late pick fives for all the Breeders' Cup action on Friday and Saturday, we're also covering early pick fives. That's when me, Patrick, Charlie, and Noah are covering. It's going to be released. Friday's show, I believe, is going to target release for Tuesday, and the other two are going to target release Wednesday. We're covering early pick five for Friday, early pick five for Saturday, and we're covering the $1 all Breeders' Cup races pick six on Saturday. So you guys are not going to want to miss those. Again, rough target for tomorrow is Friday's card, and then for Wednesday is Saturday's card. So be on the lookout for those as well.
Perfect. Again, the Power Picks tip sheet, which is close to 30 pages, ladies and gentlemen, of information, ABC grids, analysis of every single race. As much detail as you could possibly want. It's only $20. People are selling this for 50, 60, 70. We're going to give you great information for $20. Again, look below the video player. The deadline is Wednesday, midnight Eastern for our Breeders' Cup Power Picks tip sheet. Paul, you look like you're ready to go. We got post-position draw. It's going to start about in 8 minutes. Are you excited, Paul? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Let me get back on. Yeah, there I am. Oh, yeah, I'm really I got through a day's work today, and I'm going to be very unproductive on the work front tomorrow. I got things to do. The Big Bird flies out at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time Wednesday. We got the Turf Writers dinner Wednesday night. So yeah, I'm. This has it. It has it all. It has the gambling element. You throw in the contest. It has the best racing of the year, the social element, both before shows like this and at. It's horseplay is heaven. So let's go.
Yeah, with the BC contest show last night was outstanding. Please, even if you're not a contest player, check that out, because the BC is the biggest live money contest in the world. And I had the three last returning champions, and Frank Mustari also, who's an excellent contest player. It was really a great show. I highly recommend you check that out as well. Guys, in about the 5 minutes that we have remaining before the live post-position draw, what's going to happen? Everyone at home, here's what you need to do. Turn the sound off of FanDuel. If you want to watch FanDuel, absolutely. We're big fans of FanDuel. You can leave the TV on, no problem. Turn the sound off. Turn our sound up on your PC, your iPad, whatever you're watching, because we're going to give you live reaction of the post-position draw. Now, I do want to say this, everyone. If you don't have the TV on, or whatever your situation is, YouTube, there's about a 10-second delay approximately. So although we are all, I believe, I think we all have at least I have it on live. We're all watching it live, but when we comment on what we see, it's going to be approximately 8 to 10 seconds after it actually really happens. So what we'd like to do is probably, if you want to comment in the chat, just in case one of us on the screen don't see what's happening, wait, a few seconds before you actually comment in the chat about what you see with the post-position draw. That would actually be a great idea. All right. So real quick, guys, wrap around. I'm actually going to go Pete first, then Paul, then Kyle. Guys, this is going to make a lottery. Pete, you have the first pick. Which race of the 14 races does the post matter the most to you? Then we'll go Paul, Kyle, me. We'll just wrap around like a fantasy draft. Again, in order of where the post counts the most. Pete, you have the first pick.
I'm going to take the Juvenile Turf Sprint, and I want Shards to not be in the one hole. That's the only one I care about out of all 14 races.
I love
the
it.
rest of them, they're all great horses. They can run from everywhere.
Paul?
I will take the Turf Sprint, thinking like Pete's thinking, just taking the juveniles out of play. Although there are some unbelievable numbers I saw right before we came on about 12 furlongs, I think, at Santa Anita, the inside post being horrific. But that's another story for when we talk about the race on Wednesday.
And for you, those of you that are not math inclined, that'd be 1.5 miles where the turf is going to be run. Although if I remember, guys, little Mike won from there at Santa Anita from inside. I think he was the 2 or the 3. I'd have to look it up, but it was. I'm pretty sure he was more drawn on the inside. Kyle,
as much as I want to say that the sprint, I mean, it looks to be a little bit shorter field this year, so I don't think it matters as much in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Sprint. I honestly think the Juvenile Fillies is one that
Now,
the
you only
post
get
position
one.
can be-
You only
all
get
right.
one.
Juvenile Fillies will be the biggest post position draw with the amount of speed that's in that race. I'm interested to see who
Juvenile
draws
Fillies.
outside.
Interesting. I am going to say, and we all know it's not going to matter because Cody's going to romp. I'm going to say the dirt mile. There's a lot of speed sign on in the dirt mile. It's a short run to that first turn. If you're on the outside, you're going to, have to go for sure. So, although I agree with you, Kyle, I was thinking dirt sprint. It's a smallish field this year. I don't think it's going to matter as much. That's interesting, guys. We're just going to hold it off right there. I have some important news in case people have not been watching. We have a lot of people in the chat. We'll get to some chat in just a minute. Arcangelo has been a little bit hot with the left hind and has missed 2 days of training. Now, up.
Nice,
It
Paul.
did it again. Nice.
We don't want that, Paul. That's not a good thing.
Pete, this is how you do it, Pete. That's that.
Well, that is how you do
Pete,
it.
Oh,
we
there it
figured
is. I
out.
got it.
Wait,
We got
Figured
it.
it out. No, it's just them. Just the
No,
Mac
I don't have a
people.
Mac. All right. I don't have a Mac. All right. There's the
figured it out.
fireworks for Pete. All right. Now, all right, we're going to drive people crazy, guys. Arcangelo.
How about, oh, no, forget that.
Arcangelo has missed some training. Jenna Antonucci said she's, quote, not overly concerned about it. It's a minor concern to me. Arcangelo might go to the track, however, tomorrow. Just want to bring that up. Bright future for Pletcher is going to the Classic. At least those were the early indications today. And his other speed horse who was entered, Charge It, is planning on going to the Dirt Mile. Just want to bring that up. And the
There you go,
last thing,
Paul. Cody's wish is done now. He's got to face Charge It. Woof.
Yeah.
also
Charge it.
for-
I like having the more pace, the better, Pete.
I
Are
know.
you
You
kidding me?
love that. You love that, right?
Also for Pletcher, and this is a horse I'm very interested in, at least underneath. Dreamlike is going to the Classic, ladies and gentlemen, and he ran a big race against Saudi Crown at the Parks Derby, an improving 3-year-old. If you're looking for a closer in the Classic, I know a lot of people are, you want to go a little bit of a fresh face, improving horse, do not sleep on Dreamlike. There's the pun of the day.
Good one.
In the Classic for Pletcher.
Oh, it's going to be
he
a
only-
long week, Pete.
He
Hey,
only
Pete,
likes.
it's only Monday, Pete.
I'm glad I'm missing tomorrow's show now, so I can at least get a break from it. He only
Guys,
likes
let's get
off
some
tracks
comments.
anyway, Howard. Come on, he's not going to run in the fast dirt at Santa Anita, but keep moving on.
Let's get some comments in the chat, guys. Anthony Rallo, Tony Rallo, Crownsway Racing. Where is Shards going to be? Let's go, Team Shards. We've got a lot of new people. Gavin Stratton. Gavin, welcome to the show. Where can I watch the actual draw? On FanDuel. FanDuel's going to have it on. They're in a commercial break. What I see right now, they're going to come out of the commercial break on FanDuel TV. Has the actual draw. Let's see who else. Katie is here. What's up, Katie? Jay Handy. Jay, thanks for joining the show. And they're off. Appreciate it. We got Robbie Courtney is here. Again, we got a lot of, look who's here. Matt Miller is here as well. Matt's here already. Let's see. Ralph Conti is here. Ralph, thanks for joining the show. I'm just looking down. We've got, I want to make sure we point out some new names we guys have not seen before. Andrew Shawcroft. Andrew, go Slider, an interesting speed horse in the Juvenile Turf Sprint. Sorry, we can't root for Slider. Andrew, for you and for everyone who may not know, everyone on this screen has a small fractional ownership of Shards. All of us own a small piece of Shards running in the Juvenile Turf Sprint. So that is the one, obviously, we're going to be rooting for quite a bit. Paul Conlon, look who's here, Kyle. Paul Conlon, who we met at Keeneland. A big salute to all involved, the greatest sport on earth from North Dakota. Paul, thanks for joining the show, buddy. Really appreciate that. Maiden Focus is here. Yes, they are drawing both days. They're going to go pretty quickly, and Pete's got something set up that we'll bring on when they start with the post-draw. What we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is Pete's going to bring on a spreadsheet, so you can just simply watch our show. You don't even have to watch FanDuel at all. You can just watch our show. We're going to have Pete, you want to show the spreadsheet that you're going to be you're going to pop up for people? And Pete's going to be typing in live in real time the horses and what number they draw from. So Pete's going to show
Actually,
that.
you have to bring it up on the
I'm going to
screen.
bring it up right now.
Yep.
Here it is. So we'll go full screen, and there it is. And Pete, you're going to want to probably zoom out a little bit. You have to do that. Of course, I can't because it's your computer. So Pete will zoom out a little bit and make that bigger as well. But we're going to put the name. Pete will type in the names in there and the odds as well. So we'll get to see that. Perfect, Pete. That's awesome. I think people can see that. So I'm just going to take that down for right now, but we'll be showing that as well. So we're ready to go, guys. I'm watching FanDuel. And what we're going to do, not only are we going to show the draw, we are going to talk about in real time, guys. And here we go. We got Nick Luck and the wonderful Brittany Urton. They are on live right now. I'm sure they're going to do a quick little, promo. But you guys are watching along with us here. If you're watching FanDuel, again, go ahead and put FanDuel on mute, ladies and gentlemen. FanDuel TV on mute. And then, keep on your PC, keep everything on here, because we'll be talking about it live in real time as it happens, guys. I can't wait. And for all of us on the screen, this is absolutely surreal when Shard's name is called. Kyle, you just said you don't want the one hole. It's the first, race that's going to be drawn. I'll say anything, Pete and Paul, I'll take anything 2 through 9. I'd be ecstatic. Quick thoughts from either one of you on the draw that you want for Shards.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead.
Middle.
Anything middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
Middle.
Yeah. But I'd rather be I want to be a little more particular. I'd say like 5 through 8.
I said 7, Paul. That's where I want to be. I wanted 7. So we'll see how this goes.
Mike's here. Mike Carmoli, that BC show was great. Not a tournament player. I like to hear the different approaches people take when looking at the same questions. Thank you, Mike. I really enjoyed that show. It came out really well. We were very proud of that as well. All right. It looks like they're going to be announcing the first race pretty soon. They're just talking. By the way, sponsored by Root and Riddle. Just want to say. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah. Well,
by the way,
I don't know that this needed to start at 4:45 local time, but that's another story for another day.
Paul always trying to put it down around the night as usual.
By the way, I think you're way ahead of me. By the way, Howard, just so you know.
Okay.
Because
Nick
I'm
Luck
watching
is now
it
going into the crowd. Well, I'm not sure what this is. Not exactly
no
a packed
hurry.
house there at the auditorium. Who's watching this live, guys? Are you guys watching it? Okay.
Yeah, mine's behind.
I'm on delay. I got it on the Breeders' Cup Facebook page. Yeah, there's about 9 people there.
We got Money Mike Smith. Is Tony Rollo there? He is, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
No? In the auditorium?
Yes, yeah, he is. He got there Tuesday.
Boy, that's not a great turnout for 14 races.
No, they're interviewing Mike Smith right now. Look, they've got concessions. It's like Nick Luck is the new Ellen DeGeneres, apparently, going through the crowd here.
$20.
Yeah, you know what? This is the night to be completely positive until Shards gets the one hole. But in all seriousness, I think they just want to make it prime time on the East Coast, guys. But I don't know. It seems a little silly to me. One of the PP is going to come out, Kyle, on DRF, like midnight Eastern. I mean,
I hope it's earlier than that. I'm not sure it will be, but I got to get started, man. I don't want to get started at midnight tonight. I want to get I've gotten started, but obviously with everything, I want to get.
By the way,
coffee tonight, Kyle. Coffee tonight.
That's right. Different kind of coffee, but I'm in.
We have 65 likes. Come on, people. We have right now literally hundreds of people watching live on YouTube. Who knows how many people are watching on Twitter? We probably, guys, have over 1,000 people watching this live show, I bet, right now. So again, please make sure also comment down below the video player after the show is over, or if you're going to watch this as a replay on one of our audio platforms, please comment down below the video player as well. But of course, we'd love you to comment in the live chat. I have the sound off on purpose, so I'm not sure what Mike Smith is saying. Guys, we talked about some of the races that are going to be very important for the post position draw. Let's talk about a few other quick things. The weather is going to be outstanding all weekend, as it should be. It's going to be 80 degrees and sunny, and it looks like Nick Luck threw it back to Brittany Urton there on stage. So I think we're going to be starting here soon in just a minute. They are doing this from the Pasadena Civic Auditorium live. Looks like they're talking to more people as well. So, okay, let's go, guys. Let's get this going. It is Billy Mott, as Patrick Kunzel on our show likes to say. Bill Mott, Paul, is being interviewed right now. Cody's Wish, Paul, looks fantastic. Very quickly, for people don't know, Paul, while we got the moment, tell everyone your connection to Cody's Wish briefly, please.
Well, I'm on the story writing a book about Cody Dorman and his family, and I've gotten to know them very well over the last, August, 14 months. And I'm trying to be objective. I've watched these work. I watched the FanDuel show, and I got to tell you, FanDuel has done a fantastic job with the breakfast at the Breeders' Cup show. I'm still trying to get caught up, but they really. I think you can glean a lot from the show. I mean, every horse looks great working out. I get it, but I think if you read between the lines, and I got to tell you, Howard, my guy looks pretty good out on the racetrack.
I will say
much better than he did going into the Whitney.
I will say also from a pure handicap standpoint, taking any personal, feelings out of this race sets up for Cody's Wish. There's just not very many horses that can pass other horses, at least on paper. Cody's Wish is going to get fast. He's going to get every chance, Paul, unless, he gets a bad check or steady. He's going to get every chance. Matt Miller, who was on the show last night, good friend of everyone on the show, 2021 BCBC chat. Literally more people on this show watching than at that theater. Can't really disagree with you right now. We've got also Mario's here. Mario Sains, Cody's Wish, I think he meant will not get beat. Paul, I know Paul agrees with that. Also, Paul, check this out. Robert Vitale in the chat. Wife is from Massachusetts. Shout out to Massachusetts and all the fine.
Well,
Robert
put in the chat that he was baking chocolate chip cookies. So I asked him if he shipped to Massachusetts.
Irene,
All
thanks for watching the show. Wants to know, first time watching the draw, is it postage that are unknown, or in some cases we don't know? So we actually don't know which horse they're running exactly.
Yeah.
And we don't know the draw. So it looks like we're going to be starting. We have a good idea. Okay, they're bringing up, I'm not sure, let's see, the executive vice chairman. So, okay, we're still waiting for the draw. This is like the Oscars, guys.
Honestly, is there any place you'd rather be less than sitting in that auditorium? I'd rather be in a bar right now, and you could see the post positions on Twitter 5 seconds after they announce them.
I think the connections are very happy. I know I'd want to be there if I had if I was a connection.
Yeah, well, you guys are all clowns. You don't like to have fun.
Well, that's all right. Well, why can't you be at the Paul? Why can't you be Pete? Why can't you be in the auditorium with a beer? Why can't we do that?
I don't see anybody drinking. I don't know.
I saw a glass of wine. Some guy walked by with a glass of wine.
Oh,
there are beverages right now. Otherwise, people would go freaking crazy, Kyle, if they had no beverages.
He wants to be across the street at that bar across from Saratoga watching.
This is what I'm saying. The tavern. That's the only place. I don't even need to go to Saratoga. I can bet the races from there.
Guys, I want to definitely bring up this person in the chat. Welcome to Suki Satsuki 232, the Black Dragon. I love it. Suki, how are you? The Raptors will be shattered in Japan if they win the Classic. Suki, I don't want to give away my top pick. That's going to be Wednesday night. I will just say I think Ushba Tesoro looks really good. I think he's got a major shot. And you know what, Paul? I think he's going to be bet down. You forget this 8 to 10 to 1 that I see in the anti-post betting in Europe. I think he's going to be as low as 5 to 1. I really think he's going to take
There's only
money.
going to be 5 horses
left
by the time they get to the race.
I can only hope.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess Paul doesn't like the Japanese horse. All right.
I have a great stat, but I'm going to save it for the show.
Okay. What were the stats of the Japanese horses on dirt in the Dubai World Cup?
Anyway, I don't know, but I know the stats of horses of a certain age in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
I understand. He's 6. That's a little bit older. I'm not going to, I don't want to poo-poo that important fact.
I'll tell you what. I will say this. If it's going to happen, this is the year, because you now have White Barrio missed a few days at the track, although he's come back to work well, but he did miss a few. Arcangelo with the foot problem. And I don't know if you watched today, Howard, but if the race were today during morning schooling, you wouldn't be cashing, because your guy would not get in the gate when they were gate schooling him today. So
that's okay. He's a little, what was he, rambunctious? I've been a little bit.
No, Kate Hunter, who does, she's the kind of the ambassador. She explained the gate's a little different, a little lower, and he kind of lower on his leg than he wanted. They got to put a special blanket with it. They'll get it, but just get him down to 3 to 1 if you could.
He'll go from that blanket to the Breeders' Cup flower blanket in about 2 minutes after that. So it'll be all good.
There you go. Let's see here. I'm just checking out.
Oh, there's Drew Fleming.
Drew Fleming. For people that are watching this live on YouTube and do not have FanDuel TV or wondering why haven't we started yet, because they're still doing a little pre-announcements. Drew Fleming from the Breeders' Cup is on right now, so they have not started the official draw for the first race, which is the Juvenile Turf Sprint. Believe me, Pete Visco's got his fingers on the keyboard ready to type at a moment's notice. So, and we'll bring it on, folks. You will not miss a moment. What we're going to do for everyone, they're going to show all 14 races. They're going to go pretty quick. And as we see the horses being brought up by their gate or post position, we're not going to do a wraparound, guys. We don't want to talk over each other too much, obviously, but we'll just comment. I'll sort of moderate and we'll comment on what we see immediately. And then once all 14 races have been drawn, don't go anywhere. We will do a very quick analysis of some big highlights, some horses. Guys, what we'll do is like horses that got the worst draw or horses that got the best draw. We'll do one of those kind of things here. We've got Heinz Buck Sandcastle is here. I know we're all waiting. Let's go on, guys. I hear you. We're all waiting for the draw. So again, we're just sort of delaying here.
Maiden Focus brings up a good point. Maiden Focus brings up a good point, Howard. He really does. Why would you intentionally? You made a conscious decision to conflict with Monday Night Football.
Paul, you want me to explain some things that go on in horse racing? I have no freaking idea. Arabian Night has been looking outstanding in the morning for those of you that are fans of Arabian Night in the Classic. I'm just trying to see. I have watched some of the morning stuff, but as you guys know, we've all been quite busy preparing last week and this week, so I haven't caught everything. Is there anything you guys stood out you've seen in the morning? Any workouts, good or bad? We already touched on some things. Obviously, Mages out of the Classic. Anything you guys have seen in the morning you feel like you want to comment on?
I mean, I know what Paul wants to comment on, but I wouldn't agree with him.
Different Mott horses. Mott had Casa Creed and Elite Power work together yesterday. He said he was looking for maybe 4 furlongs and 48, and as far as he was concerned, if they went 4 and 50, he would have been happy. They went 4 furlongs and 46 and change. And if you watched it, neither one of them was really asked at all. So Casa Creed was on the inside, Elite Power was on the outside, and it was a very good work for both of them.
Not to give away Wednesday, but that's 2 winners of the Breeders' Cup races right there, Paul. That's 2 right there.
Well, you know what, Pete? I got to tell you, I think Casa Creed's an easy horse to root for with Lee Einseidler and his story, and the horse has had some tough luck. So I would have no. He's not going to be my pick, Pete, but I would have no issue with him winning whatsoever. And Elite Power will very much be my pick in the sprint.
Noah Maher from Bet and Booze and Collie, your co-host, is here. Fantastic handicapper. Says Arabian Night is twice the price right now of Arcangelo on Odds Checker. For those of you who don't know what Odds Checker is, it's an anti-post betting site that's out of Europe, and that is quite interesting. The foot issue with Arcangelo, again, they're still doing a speech. I think this will be the last one. Just quick wrap around Kyle, Paul, Pete. How concerned are you about Arcangelo based on the news you hear?
Basically, Jenna Antonucci is very good at telling it like it is. And if she's not concerned, I'm not going to be concerned. You know, he has missed a few days at the track, but his main stuff is done. They're just going to go out and gallop him out. So, again, not that much concern, but obviously I'll keep an eye on Jenna as we go through the week.
Paul, just
I'm moderately concerned. I am a big believer in going into any big race. Any disruption in the routine is bad. So I'm not very concerned, but I'm more than a little concerned. Yes.
Okay. Here we go, guys. Let's see. I'm debating whether I think people can see that if they can see our reactions too.
Yeah, Pete's on it.
That's all part of it. All right, guys. Here we go. The first race on Friday, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint with. Come on, Shard. Just give us any decent, just a decent post. But you know what? It's an incredible journey just to get here, guys. Congratulations to Tony Rallo, Crowns Way, Kelsey Danner, all the connections, all the partners for just getting a horse in the Breeders' Cup, no matter what the post is absolutely amazing. Last year, a Euro won at Keelan, Mischief Magic. They're showing that this is usually not won by Euros. One of the favorites is an extremely fast Euro, though early. Big Abs. Here we go. The draw for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint. I'm watching it again. I might be a little bit ahead of some people. I'm not sure. It's also
You're way ahead of me, by the way.
Okay, it's also on breederscup.com. I'm watching this on FanDuel through my computer. So FanDuel TV Live. So here we go. The pills are about to be drawn. And there's, 12 in this race, guys. They can only have 12.
Please.
They can only have 12. Here we go. There you go, Pete. So you want me to, Pete, do I need to say what's happening here then?
You probably do, because by the time I see
committee of one,
Okay.
the 12.
The horse
12, committee of one, 8-1. Cherry Blossom, they just took, Cherry Blossom got the 8. I think I saw 12-1.
12-1, correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big Evs, the 4 hole. 4 hole, Big Evs, 3-1. I'll do it in order for you, Pete. 3-1. I'll do it in order. I'll say number, horse. 9 and Missed Waves, 8-1. Boy, that's awfully low for that horse, I think. Price, but that's just
I
my
think.
opinion.
Yeah.
What shard's gonna be, guys? 20?
20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The Valiant 10, Valiant Force, the 12. So the 10 and 12 have been taken, guys. That's good.
What's
the only outside post is
what's
the
the
11.
odds on that? Would you see it?
12.
12. Tiger Bell, 15-1. No.
By the way, I might spell stuff wrong. So
That's fine.
Nothing in
Give
the
me a
comments.
We'll fix it.
6 Starlust, 20-1. Starlust, 20-1. That's from the also eligible list, by the way, I believe. The 1 is still open, guys. Oh boy. Slider, 11, 8-1.
That's not a good post for Slider.
That means a lot of the speeds. Well, Big Evs is the 4. Big Evs got a great.
Yeah.
Shards, the 7. Kyle, you said the 7. Holy crap.
Oh,
Kyle predicted it.
All right,
Shards.
Katie.
There he is. And
What's
you know what?
the odds?
He's got Euros, guys, on
15.
both sides. I love it.
1-5.
No name
Pete,
Mets.
1-5.
1-5.
15-1. Sorry. No name Mets. No name Mets, 2. 2 no name Mets, 4-1, Pete.
Ooh.
2 no name Mets, 4-1. I love our post, guys. Give 5. Give me the Beat Boys, 15-1.
And
You
free
can just
my
write
soul.
gimme. You can just write gimme if you want. Pete.
Yeah.
Gimme 5 hole, 15-1. Crimson Advocate. Now he's got to go the 1.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh.
1 Crimson Advocate, 4-1.
All
There
right.
it is. Give me the Beat
Ooh.
Boys was 15, I think, guys. Is that right?
That's it, right?
Just give me 15. Guys, the odds was it 15?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to give me the 15-1.
Okay.
Give me the Beat Boys.
There you go. Shards 15. Not the longest price on the board either.
No.
And I love the 7 hole, guys. Love the 7 hole. All right. Well, again, we're going to analyze each race as we go along here, but we love, guys, we all love Shards post, right?
Two horses hurt by that. Crimson Advocate and Slider, in my opinion. Slider,
Guys,
very
Crimson
far
Advocate and
out.
No Name Mets, both of the George Weavers
Yep.
are next to each other, which means one is sending and one's going to sit. There's no doubt about it. I think No Name Mets is going to go and Crimson will sit a little bit. I almost wish they were further apart from each other. They also could run in. I mean, that's going to be interesting.
Yep.
All right. Next race is going to be the Juvenile Fillies, guys. Juvenile Fillies, Pete. Here we go. Matt Miller, by the way, so happy for you. Comments in the chat. Robbie Courtney, I believe that Shards had the 7. Yes, he did. Little Mike, by the way, won from the 7 hole, guys. I was wrong about that in the turf. A lot of positive comments in the chat.
All right.
All right, Juvenile Fillies. Here we go. 12. Just FYI, 8-1.
Ooh, beauty.
There are 14 guys in this race, and it's a short run. We could have said either juvenile race guys too. 2, Jody's Pride, 15. Pete, you need me to keep saying it, right? Because
Yeah, because I'm just
Okay.
way behind because I'm streaming
8,
it.
Esprit and Shante. Esprit Ashante. I think that was 15-1.
Esprit and Shante, Pete.
I think it was 15-1. 20-1.
20.
Sorry.
What now?
20-1. 6, Shatalis or Shatalis. Shatalis was the 6.
Oh, that's right. Never
We'll
mind.
get the price in a second on that horse. Sorry.
8-1.
8-1. Ooh, wow. 1 Candide, 4-1. We'll be able to save ground the entire
Ooh.
way. 1, I don't mind the 1 in this race,
Yeah.
to be honest. For a close, she's more of a closer, though. She'll save ground. I'm okay with that. 4-1, that's low. 9, Bright Work, a lot of speed, 12-1, Pete.
Ooh,
12-1.
that's
that
high,
high,
right?
did you say?
That's a little high, I
Little
think.
high for
Yeah, I
Brentwood.
think
Okay.
so.
I mean, she ran a bad
No
one
show
time.
last race. Did not run at all last race.
Yeah.
Can't run a mile in
13,
16.
Alley's Beach, 30-1. 13, Alley's Beach, 30-1. Wow, there's 14 in this race, guys, probably. Wow. Is this going to be a war to the first turn?
Oh, my God.
Put Tamara in the 14.
That's what I was going to say,
Accommodate
Paul.
Eva 30-1, Pete. Accommodate Eva 10, 30-1. This is working
Go
out
out
okay.
there.
Oh, you good? Or Pete, you're good with all this? Okay.
Yeah, this is good.
4, Where Is My Ring? 30-1. Where is going to be Tamara, guys?
What
How
was
about
that?
Tamara getting the 14 hole?
That would be
I
great.
imagine she does.
Oh, I think it met. Oh, perfect. 7, Tamara. 4
Oh.
to 5, Morning Line.
Oh,
And a perfect post, too. She is going to be very tough there.
I like that 7-7 double. It could be good.
Oh, my. Roll those 7s,
I
Piggy.
like that. I
love
like
it.
that.
That could
Doubles.
be karma, Kyle. That is
Doubles.
a great call right there. Oh, my. Scalable. 3, 20-1. Sorry, Pete. I got to say the post first. 3,
No, that's okay.
Scalable, 20-1. Pete's doing a great job.
Careful of that horse running
best
late. That horse
5,
is going to be
Omaha
running
Girl
late.
30. 5, Omaha Girl 30. Got the 11 and 14 left if there's 14 in the field, which I'm assuming there is. 11, Life Talk 20.
So who's the 14 then?
I
Go
don't
with
know.
Gusto.
Yep, that's right. Good job, Paul.
Oh, wait,
Right,
I
I
don't
think
think
you're the
there
big
is a
one.
14. No, there's only 13 in the race, looks like.
They're
Because they
done.
threw it back to Brittany.
Okay,
Nope,
yeah,
13.
that's it.
There you go. Guys, the bottom line, Tamara with a great post, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the story of this race.
I mean,
Tamara with a
Not-
great post. All
I
right.
don't think she's unbeatable. I'll tell you
I
right
would
now.
agree with you, actually, Paul, but that is a great post. All right, guys, going to the Juvenile Fillies Turf, won last year by Meditate. I'm going to say this, guys. I've deep dived in every single Breeders' Cup race. I have a few things to do for the late Saturday races, just quick replays and final thoughts. This Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf, guys, is absolutely loaded.
mm-hmm.
This is one of the best races of the weekend. I know a lot of people, Pete, are not fans of like 2-year-old turf races. The Euros are really good. The Americans are really, really good. This
Yeah.
is going to be one hell of a race.
Yeah, it's going to be a great one. Oh, wait. Is this the. Oh,
You're
what
right.
did I-
You're good.
Juvenile
Juvenile
Fillies
Turf.
Turf. Yeah. This one's awesome. This one is really good.
Again, everyone should check out our international show preview with Davey Lane. It was fantastic. Please check that out on the channel. We talked about a lot of these Euros. They're going to be coming up here on the screen. Here we go. 10, Austere, 12-1. Post matters a lot, guys, in this race, for sure. It's only a mile. And, okay. Ooh, boy. 11, She Feels Pretty, 4-1.
damn
That
it.
is an outside
Wow.
post.
Him.
And she's very good. And she also feels pretty, by the way. But
That's
That's
the
a
winner,
very nice
too.
horse.
That's the DeVoe horse, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the winner.
she's good.
6, Porta Fortuna, 5.
Murdered that one.
8, Life's an Audible, 15. You want to avoid, I don't really think inside posts are necessarily bad. You want to avoid 12, 13, 14, though, for sure.
Yeah.
1, maybe you can make the argument not great, but 14, Le Pavot, and that's French, Pete, so you got to
Oh.
LES.
Yeah.
Pavot.
like-
I missed the, was it 8-1? I think I said
8, yes.
Wow,
8.
that's low. 8.
Both those French are-
Lawlin, Laune, of the 4-hole, 15, Pete. So the French horses get the 4 and 14. Hard to Justify. Nice horse for 12-hole, Pete. 12 Hard to Justify, 6-1. A very live horse for Chad Brown. Very live.
6-1, you said? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6.
Wow.
The number 7, Gala Brand, 12. I'm curious to see where Carla's way gets, guys. 2,
Yeah.
Flattery, 20. 2, Flattery, 20. That's a West Coast horse that probably has no chance,
No.
which is sort of harsh, but I'm just going to call it like it is.
Just call it like
Oh,
it is.
boy.
Absolutely.
13 is Dreamfire, 15
Oh, boy.
to 1. That's a lot of speed. That's going to have to cross over along with Hard to Justify. And She Feels Pretty is going to have to go a little bit. 5, Content, 15, a horse we talked about on our Aidan O'Brien show with Aidan O'Brien himself. She is a closer. That's improving. There's the I think should be the favorite. 9, Carla's Way, 6-1. I think that's a pretty good post. A little bit on the outside, but not bad.
Oh, yeah.
And 6-1 is pretty high in my estimation. Number 1, Buttercream Babe, Saez, 30-1. That's a speed horse that's going to go from the inside for sure. And the 3 is the last one, Pete. Yep. Buku,
Buku, right?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
my horse.
6-1. A
Ooh, I
really
love
nice
that.
post for Buku. So the Morning Line favorite they have, guys, is She Feels Pretty. and then Porta Fortuna are
Yep.
the top two choices in the betting. That is a loaded Juvenile Fillies Turf, guys.
I'll
Any
take
quick
that
thoughts?
I'll take that 311 exacta at those odds. I'll be more than happy with the 311.
Okay. Charles B said perfect post for Carla's Way. I agree. That is a very good post. Noah Maher likes Dreamfire from the 13. All right. The Juvenile, guys, this is an awesome race. The Juvenile, the future Kentucky Derby favorite, at least as of after it happens, for 2024 will occur after they cross the wire of this race, because whoever wins this race will be declared the early Derby favorite for 2024. This is a very tough, wide open race, guys. This is going to be very interesting. I think it's a field of 12, we believe, right, guys? I don't know if it's going to be 14 or not. We'll find out.
I don't
We'll
think
leave it
so.
in for now, just in case.
I think
All right,
it
here
might be 11, Howard.
Yeah, we'll
11.
see.
11 have entered.
11, beautiful.
4 Timberlake 4-1. 4
Ooh.
Timberlake 4-1.
Awesome.
That's a good post, Ram.
With Justin riding, apparently. Timberlake. Forget it.
Good one.
That's a
Paul,
good one.
same
That's a good
post as Keelan, won the Wine Steward 8-1.
That's your horse, Paul.
2
Got a shot.
Prince of Monaco 4-1. Great post for those two. For Prince of Monaco and Timberlake, guys, great post for them, in my opinion.
They're all going to be 4-1, 4-1, 5-1,
Yeah.
5-1.
Every horse.
11 Noted 20. They're going to have to go from there for the Ripoli's,
Yep.
for sure.
Thank you, Irene, in the chat. by the way.
10 Muth at 4. That is a lot
They're all
of speed
gonna
on
be
the
4-1.
outside, guys. Those two have to go. Have to go, especially Muth. This might be a fast pace, guys. And Prince of Monaco better break, by the way, because being down there. Ooh. Oh, yes, I love it. 6 locked. 7-2. Love the post for locked.
Wow.
Chalker, look
Love
at you,
the post.
chalking it up.
Might be the favorite. Well, I don't know if he's gonna be the favorite on the
Kyle
Hey,
Senior.
Eight
Kyle
general
Senior.
partner, guys.
didn't say
8
anything.
general partner, 8-1. That's
No.
more speed. There's just speed in this race, guys. Speed. 9 fierceness, 6-1. More speed. Also, note it's not going to get in the way of fierceness. They're both Ripoli's, by the way. Both Pletchers there.
How is fierceness low?
That low? His first one.
Yeah.
5
I know, but-
Akoro Neo 30. Akoro Neo 30, the 5, Pete.
Yeah, I don't know. how to-
Japanese horse, maiden.
Japanese horse, yeah. 7
gonna murder that one for
Thunder
a
at
second.
30.
Which one?
Cuban
7
Thunder.
Cuban Thunder
Cuban
at 30.
Thunder.
Cuban Thunder. And the last one. Who knows
That
the last
one's-
one? I can't remember. I don't have the.
Wind me up.
Yeah.
Yep, there is.
yeah.
3 Wind Me Up 15. Again, the two Baffords, of course, break next to each other. That happens all the time. I love it. Wow, guys. Locked the morning line favorite, but very soft. Okay. That
He
is
won't.
gonna
I don't
be-
think he'll be the favorite, right? You figure
don't
the
think so.
West Coast.
Oh,
That's
that's-
one of the
That's a
Baffords.
Baffords and. 2 and 3. Yeah, but he
Yeah,
has the 10. Baffert has 3 in here.
3, sorry. I think Prince of Monaco is going to be the post-time favorite, guys, before it's all said and done.
I agree.
You will love those ones and those big. All right, the last race of the Friday card. Again, thank you very much for watching, guys. We have a huge audience. This is so much fun. Again, this is Howard Kravitz, the hosting of the HHH Racing Podcast. We have Paul Halloran, Pete Visco, my co-host on the flagship show, along with host of Bettin' and Boozin', Kyle Roscoe. The Juvenile Turf, guys, I got to say, this field came up a little disappointing to me. This is basically Aiden versus the Americans. I think an Aiden O'Brien horse is going to win this race.
How much do you have? He
guys.
has 3, right, in this race?
We
Aiden
don't know
O'Brien?
yet. We don't know
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
I guess
He might
so.
have up to 3. I'm guessing 2. If I had to predict, I'd say he only has 2. I think he's going to have 2. We'll see who he's got here. But I think he's going to have 2. They're going to pull the pills. And here we go.
Ooh. Ryan Moore chose to ride River. what's his name?
Unquestionable
Tiber.
Tiber, I heard.
Yeah.
8 unquestionable 4. River Tiber is going to be Ryan Moore. I'm going to talk about that a lot. I think that matters a lot. 3, Tok Tok. Not TikTok. Tok Tok 20, Pete.
That's who's going to finish out the try.
6, Stay Hot at 20.
I do my best.
So Ryan Moore is going to be on River Tiber. If you believe in that angle, we'll talk about it. But there it is. Oh boy, great post. 2 River Tiber 3-1. He's a little on the inside, but he's got some tactical speed.
Toss him.
5 My Boy Prince 8. That's the other speed. That's one of the main speeds in the race there.
Oops, got 8 to 11
from the 5 hole. 12 Mountain Bear. That's also 8, and so he's got 3. 12 Mountain Bear 12-1.
That was the one you were assuming wasn't coming, right?
I wasn't sure. Well, Aiden said himself he wasn't sure, so it's not me. 11 Liam's Journey 30.
Oops.
Pete, you're doing a great job, by the way.
I appreciate
13 Grand Mo the First 20. Grand Mo the
I
First.
got it.
4 words 20.
20-1. 2 off the AE list.
10 Fulminio. That's a horse I'm gonna have to look into. Fulminio with an I, Minio 20. 9, a nice West Coast horse that's getting a wow. 9 Endlessly 5-1.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa.
Against the Euros. He's been very impressive in California, guys, but we'll
5-1, you said?
14 Carson's Run. Ouch, Paul.
Oh, shoot.
6-1 for the West for our West Point friends out there. That is a brutal post. But he's going to come from behind, so we'll see.
Yeah.
4 Can Group at 12. 4 Can Group 12.
I think 12 might be even a little
1
late for that.
Air Recruit 20. I think that horse was coming out of Canada. If I remember correctly, I could be
Yes,
wrong.
right?
No, Colonial and Mid-Atlantic, Colonial and
Okay, I'm
Laurel.
sorry. 7
I was with
Agate
you, Howard.
Road 8.
8.
Yep. Paul, Carson's Road's a great story. Also, we'll talk about it tomorrow night. But the 14 on surface is horrible. He's just going to take back anyway. But it's hard to save ground from the 14 hole. I don't care what kind of horse you are.
Yeah, no, that's not ideal, but I will be playing the Carson's Run Cody's Wish natural double on my own.
Oh, listen, that would
parlay.
be unbelievable.
You got to do it.
Let's see. Robbie Courtney in the chat. HHH are definitely the hardest working media in thoroughbred sport. Appreciate all the shows you've been bringing our way. Thank you. Unquestionable Simon from the UK is Dettori.
Mhm.
So, guys, Aidan O'Brien's got maybe the 2 best horses in the race, and he's got Ryan Moore and Dettori riding. Go ahead and try to beat those. That's all I'm going to say. I know they literally have questions to them. Again, if you're interested, well, forget about the if part. Aidan O'Brien talks specifically about his horses right here on the HHH Racing Podcast. Guys, I want to try to bring it up here while we got the quick break here. Let me just bring it up real quick, Pete. I'm going to take down yours real quick. Let's bring up I can't do it right now. That's okay. Just go to our website, ladies and gentlemen. And we have down below, we got all the preview shows. The Aidan O'Brien episode was 301. And guys, he talked about all these horses.
Mhm.
River Tiber has tactical speed. Unquestionable, maybe not quite as much speed. River Tiber, guys, is going to sit right off of My Boy Prince and win by 3. There you go. I just said it right now. I love that post for River Tiber. Guys, quick impressions, just quick thoughts. Wrap around Pete, Paul, Kyle. First thing that came to mind for the Friday post positions, Pete. Anything come to mind right away?
Yeah, my fingers hurt. No, I think we got the post we wanted from Shards. I'll circle it back to our original discussion. So we got the post we wanted. That's the thing I care about the most. Carson's Run was something that jumps out though, because if you like that horse, it's just tough being all the way outside, even for a closer.
Yep, they're in commercial break right now. Please comment in the chat, everyone, on how you feel about anything. Paul, quick thoughts for Friday's races post draw.
Yeah, I think Timberlake. I like Brent Cox. They asked him this, what horse of his he's most excited, and he's got about 10. He mentioned this horse, so I think that's a very good race. I think Locked is very good, but I do not think he's an automatic by any way. Actually, I think Baffert's horse is tough in this race. Muth, who drew very well in the 10. My play in the race, I think, is against Prince of Monaco.
You play against, you said?
Yes,
Okay.
yep.
I love it.
Stretching out, first time around, 2 turns, really good field. Baffert's won the Juvenile 5 times, I believe, and I believe every time the horse who he won it with had run around 2 turns prior to the race, I think. I've been doing my homework, Uncle.
And you are correct with that stat, Paul, because that's something I was going to bring up.
How do you play my game?
Paul, don't blow your wad this early in the week, though. We don't want you dying down 4 days from now. We need you to.
I can sleep on the plane, Pete.
That's true. It is a long trip.
Recharge.
It is a long trip, my friend.
It looks like I'll just real quick thoughts. Great post for Shards. Great post for Tamara. Great post for Locked. So some of the favorites, I think, or some of the horses that are going to be bet got good posts. There are also the juvenile guys is going to be crazy. The juvenile's going to be 22-3, 45-4. That is going to be lightning fast. All right, here we go. The Cody. Here we go. Cody's Witch. Paul, it really doesn't matter, right? Too much for Cody, in all honesty. Does it really matter too much for him?
I'd rather. I don't want to see him way outside in this run to the turn.
Okay. He's been breaking a little slow lately. Any concerns with that, Paul?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Oh,
okay.
Here we go. There's the guy. There he is. They just showed him in the winner's circle.
Paul, if he's going to break a little slow, I prefer him to be in the outside, if that's going to happen. But again, he broke. He didn't break. He broke fine in last year and just tucked in and saved ground. So we'll see. Here we go.
Yeah, he was dead last. He was dead last last year.
He was the Dirt Mile. Here we go, and a lovely Brittany Urton.
Take it down a notch, Howard. It's a family show.
He didn't say anything about Nick Luck. I thought Nick Luck looks good too. He never said a word about him.
Nick's no Brittany. I mean, come on. 7, Algiers, 6.
That's a great post for Algiers.
6-1, you said?
Yes.
Wow.
I thought he might have been.
Guys, is that second choice, you think? I say no.
Third. No. Practical Move is second choice.
Wow. 5, charge it 5-1.
That's free money. Beautiful.
What should I think it should be like 10. I think it should be like 10-1.
Man.
9, National Treasure, 8. Wait, do
I
you
want
like
free
charge
money?
it or no, Kyle?
No, what?
Do you like charge it?
No. 5-1's low.
Higher. Got it.
Yeah.
6,
and National Treasure should be
Skippy
twice
Long
that.
Stocking 12. 12 for Skippy.
Oh, geez, that's a tough one.
I don't know how many are going to be in this race, to be honest. We'll see. I don't really know. 3, Cody's Wish. There's
That's
Cody,
right.
9-5, Paul. 9-5.
There you go.
Post, right?
I like the 3.
Great post for Cody.
I'm okay there. Yep.
9-5.
Yep.
Okay. That's about what he is right now. 8, Cheryl's B, 20. And I have a story about Cheryl's B that I'll share with everyone on Wednesday.
Okay.
1, Stage Raider, 15 for Chad, I believe, if I remember correctly.
I like
Jerry DeVoe.
Oh, Cherie DeVoe, excuse me. Is it?
Yep.
Is that right?
Cherie,
Okay.
it's Cherie.
My bad. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Did he just
4,
question me, Kyle?
Zozos, 6.
Which one?
Zozos,
4?
4 hole next to Cody. So Zozos and Charge It are going to be going out hard. I hope they don't. Be nice to Cody, who's on the inside of them.
Hey.
2, Practical
good.
Move. The 3-1. So, Paul, you've got major good speed horses around
Good.
Cody that might actually work well for you. We'll see.
Get him out. Absolutely.
Yes. I don't like the fact you got speed outside of you, though, Paul.
Is that all of them?
Outside.
Yep.
Just
Wow,
9?
that's it. That's it. It's a 9-horse field. Okay. 9-horse field in the mile. Paul, quick thoughts on the Dirt Mile with Cody at 9-5, 3-hole.
I did what I like it. I certainly wouldn't want to see him on the rail, but with 9 though, to be honest with you, Howard, I thought there'd be more. With 9 being outside would have been less of an issue. So I don't mind it between those 2 speed horses. They're both going to go.
Speaking of 9, no bueno for National Treasure. He's got his set, and now he's going to be wide. All National Treasure can do is make this pace really fast. That'd
be great.
And that's what he should do, yeah.
Yeah, he might
That's
stalk.
what he's good for.
He might stalk. We'll see. Here we go. This is the Filly and Mare Turf. Interesting because you got 2 horses here in Italian and in Spiral that are more like, well, in Italian can go long, but that could have gone to the mile, and both are going to this race. So major upgrade with these 2 horses in the race. It's going to be a big field. They're going 1.25 miles. Post does matter here. 2, Warm Heart, Ryan Moore. The 3-1. Sorry, 3-1. Another great post for a Nate O'Brien horse, by the way. It's a pretty sharp left-hand turn right away, so it matters. 7, Lindy, 12-1. You do not want to be outside in this race. I know it's a mile and a quarter, but you can get wide on that first turn and lose ground. 6, in Spiral, 5-2. Great post.
Yeah,
for
perfect
these
post for
Euros.
in Spiral. Yeah.
Yep, great posts. It's funny. I'm not sure if I want these favorites to get good posts or bad posts. It's sort of a weird thing right now for me. I don't know. 8, Fev Rover, 8-1.
I like that horse a little.
He's in very good form, Pete.
Yeah.
Really good form. Tough spot, though, obviously.
Yeah, but she's quality.
3, With the Moonlight, 20. Paul, I'm going to be against that horse until he wins because he screwed me in the Grade 1 gamble.
Say, that's an old one for the boys.
How many times you going to murder the gender, by the way? It's
You
two straight
played
horses.
the wrong horse. He didn't screw you.
9, Didia, 8-1.
Yeah.
Careful. Careful of her.
Didia's my sort of long shot, guys, in that race, by the way. She's really good.
Careful.
12, State Occasion, 20. For Moira, 12. Again, thanks everyone for watching. We really appreciate it. We'll be talking about these races as we go along and then a little bit also at the end. Please rocking out the chat. 11, speaking of rock, Lumiere Rock, 12. Again, please comment in the chat, guys. We will show. Tom Espinoza likes the post for Didia. I agree with you there. Again, keep commenting in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. In Italian, the 1.
That's fine.
That's fine. She's going to save ground. You got two of the best horses.
What were her odds?
Horses are next to each other on the
4.
inside, guys. That helps both.
Oh,
that helps both those horses a lot. 4-1. Sorry, Pete. 5.
Okay.
Win Maryland, 20. Guys, it's real simple for me right now. In Italians go into the lead. Warm Heart's going to sit in the pocket.
It's a Japanese
just like River
horse,
Tiber. I mean, 10, McCulloch, 15. That might be the last horse. We'll see.
That's a toss.
I think it is. I think it was 12.
That's it. Guys, right now, the favorites in many of these races are really getting good posts. Like it or not, it doesn't guarantee
What was
anything.
McCulloch at odds-wise? Sorry.
15, I believe.
15.
So, is he not running Gina Romantica, or is he going to run her against the boys?
Oh, wow. Wait a minute.
Or in the
I thought he was
mile?
running in the mile, Paul. That was the plan.
Mile, that's it.
Yeah, that was the first preference.
That's the plan. No surprises there. Matt Miller, by the way, loves in Italian. Busts out first, never sees another horse. Love the post, love the odds. Uh-oh.
I'm with you.
Sounds like a BC play there, Kyle. I don't know. What do you think, bud?
And
I'm with you, Matt.
Man's going
There
for
you
it
go.
in the chat. I love it.
I could be. Could be for sure. All right, guys. Philly and Mare Sprint.
And then just to bring up a comment real quick, JJ Tit says, "Is it down the hill?" No, right? The Philly Mare Sprint.
No, they start on the downhill.
But the Philly
it's
Mare,
it's not at the top of the hill, but they do start on a down.
Yes.
They start going down a little bit, yes, but
Correct.
not really. It's the bottom. It's towards the bottom of the downhill course. But yeah, in Italian better break though. I'm sure she will, but
She
I'm just
always
saying.
breaks.
Yeah,
but
just saying.
it's still there. Yeah, she better.
That helps in Italian, guys, for sure. If she was like on the, I don't think it really matters that much to be very honest, but it's
Who's riding in Italian, Howard? Who's riding in Italian?
I didn't see.
Joel Rosario.
5, Kirsten Bosch, 10. 5, Kirsten Bosch, 10. This is the Philly and Mare Sprint. 9, Yuguri with 2 U's, 8. The 2 Utes.
The 2 Utes. More Italians.
So Rosario's in Italian? Is that what you
Yeah.
heard? Okay. 6, Mekai Yell, Meikei Yell.
Very
15-1. From Japan, fast by the way, from what I understand. 7, Society. Get this, guys, 5-2. Whoa, that's low.
That makes
She's
sense.
very
though.
dangerous.
Those
She
last
is
two
very
races-
dangerous. In
Those
this
last
race.
2 races were strong.
5-2 though.
1, Goodnight Olive, 6-5.
I think
I
she's better
ran.
than that.
You know what? That's like one of the few posts I'm not sure they want. 7 furlongs, Kyle. I told you that one hole's
Yep.
tricky. That is, oh boy, that is tricky.
It's probably the first one that's worth mentioning this whole time.
4, Matareya, 6. What it means, guys, is Gunal's gonna have to show more speed than she maybe wants to. She was gonna show speed anyway, but
This guy is butchering every single name that comes up. It's kind of funny to me.
who's
Oh,
that?
not Howard.
No, the guy.
Oh,
announcing
sorry.
3
him.
Ida 10, Pete. Pete, 3 Ida 10.
The guy announcing him when it not the puller, but
2
the guy
clearly unhinged, 12. Oh, the pill
Yeah.
puller.
Yeah,
can't
no,
remember
the
his
other
name.
guy. But yeah, Matareya is what he said there. And so, yeah,
8, 3 Witches, 30. All right, it's only a 9-horse field. Guys, there's a lot of speed in here too. Maybe Society can wire, but there's a lot of speed in there also. Ida's got to go from the inside. Yuguri's got to go. Midnight's going to have to show some speed. Matareya's not slow. This race got real tricky, guys, with Goodnight Olive and the 1. Unless people just love the 1. What do you guys think? Do you love Goodnight Olive in the chat? Do you love Goodnight Olive, the favorite, breaking from the rail? Please comment in the chat. Matt Miller, Kofefe won from the 1-hole at Santa Anita in 2019. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll see. All right. The Breeders' Cup Mile.
That's the least interesting race, I think, of the whole 14 to me. That race.
Which is very unusual, Pete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I usually like that one.
I think it's a great. It's always. I enjoy watching this race because I love the turn of foot that these horses show, especially Santa.
Oh no, I was talking
No,
about
last one.
I hear you.
the Mare Sprint, not this
Wow,
one.
Penn State Scott, Pete.
Ooh.
Olive.
Ooh, toss.
Whoa.
Hey,
Hey, we're Penn State. We don't screw around soft footing
Oh.
things. We come right out with stuff.
John Coaston, I believe I agree with you. Lots of speed. All right, here we go, guys.
come right out, lose by 15. You know, the works.
Mauge 6, Mauge 4-1.
Oh.
That's
Perfect.
Yep. Another one.
Seven, Master of Foxhound, which makes a big difference. 30, and the reason is
Shout out Michael
he's
Austin.
fast. He's gonna have to show a lot of speed. He's got no chance, but he's just outside of Mauge and is going to show speed. I don't like that for Mauge, just for the record. 4, Win Carnelian, 30.
Good luck, Pete.
Again, in angle guys that I'm against, I don't like if I like a speed horse and there's speed right to his or her outside. I don't like that. 5, Lucky Score, 30. But those are both bombs. They'll be able to cross over in front of both of them, so may not be so bad. I mean, I don't think Mauge needs the lead. 11,
Correct.
Kalina, 6-1. That is low odds, I think, for this horse, but okay. Kalina, 6-1.
They're
from the
running into
11 hole.
high quality company though.
That's not a good post, by the way. Anything 10 and over is not good. 8, De Jour, 15.
That horse, don't sleep on that horse.
Yeah,
Maybe-
it's not
For a
maybe
bad,
a
piece,
piece.
for a piece, like a triple.
Maybe an appetizer, Pete.
Yeah. Oh God. Here
Few
we
onion
go.
rings, yeah.
Here we go.
It's only Monday, Pete.
I almost got sucked into that one and actually
12
liked it for a second.
exalted 20. 12 exalted 20.
Don't sleep on that one either. There's gonna be
He's
some
got
prices
speed. From the
underneath
12
here.
hole, forget it, Pete. Forget it. No chance for the 12 hole. 2, Gio Romanica, 12. Look out.
Tossed.
Good
Toss.
post with Tyler G. That's interesting. It's a great post for her. Notice I said her. 14, Master of the Seas. Ouch.
Oh.
7-2. As if there were reasons I needed more to bet against this horse. There's another one, guys.
Yeah, that's just
But
that's.
thank you for the 7-2 morning line. I don't like this horse at all, one bit. I didn't like him going into this race. I like him even less now.
That was a mistake, but maybe now with the post, you might be right.
10, Song Line, 5-2.
That's not a bad.
She's
post
more of a
for her.
closer. I think that's okay. Guys, there's just not a lot of speed in this race. This is a weird race. Just weird. It's a Breeders' Cup Mile without a superstar and not a lot of speed. It's just weird. It's usually the complete opposite. 13, More Than Looks. Dang it. 15, that was sort of my long shot. Yeah, that's not good.
Pushery.
That's a problem.
Nah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
matter.
that's another one, Paul, where she's got.
You guys know I'm a big fan of
bad
that horse.
post.
Not with that post. That's a problem.
Nope, doesn't matter.
1, Cheryl Spite. Get this, guys. 30. Wow.
She was long price last year. She'll be long price again.
There's 14.
Casa Creed's going to get like the 3 or the 5.
3 of the 9.
9.
3 of the 9.
9
way.
astronomer.
So Casa Creed gets
20.
the 3.
Casa gets a great post. What do you say? I say 8-1. What do you guys say?
Casa Creed?
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, I think you're about right.
8-1. Yep.
8-1.
I couldn't agree with you though, Howard. Come on, that's no fun.
I could.
That's free money right there, by the way. That's
Pete.
free money from
In a
that
good way,
post.
you're saying.
Yeah, that's free money. Yeah, you bet Casa Creed and you go to the bank.
All right. Interesting race, guys. Very interesting race there. There's some prices that I'm going to be very interested in there. Very, very interested. All right, guys. Master of the Seas, the 14 hole, probably the lowest price horse with the worst post I think we've seen. Correct?
Yeah.
Whether you like the horse or not. Paul, would you agree with that statement?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. The Distaff. Again, thanks for watching the HHH
Another
Racing
barn burner.
podcast.
This
When
is
all
the
this
race
is over,
that's-
don't go anywhere, people.
This is the race that prices will be flowing.
I mean, this is the best race last year and could be the best race this year again.
Are we on a break
This
or
race
are they
is-
doing something?
No. Sorry, Pete. I forgot
This
you.
this
Pete's like, what's
this
going on?
race
They're
is
right-
going
they're
to
just showing
melt
replays of-
down.
Yeah.
They're showing replays of
Well, that's why
previous-
I know I was going to make a comment and Paul actually made it. This is the most interesting pace scenario to me.
It's going to
For
melt
sure.
down.
I'm going to say it for the record. I don't care what post she gets. I'm completely against Adair Manor. Like, totally against Adair Manor in this race. And I hope she gets a great post and takes a ton of money. I'll explain more why Saturday.
I agree.
It's not against Spafford. I know, yeah, Paul, we've talked about this.
Yeah, Suki in the chat.
Here we go.
I like
7,
I
wet
think-
paint, 10.
Careful.
I don't disagree with you, Paul.
What'd you say, Paul or Kyle?
Careful.
About what?
Don't
Wet
touch
paint?
the wet paint.
Okay. 4, Idiomatic, 5-2. Great post.
it.
Yeah.
Fantastic post.
Unless Adair Manor is the 5. Then it might not be so good, to be honest.
She definitely could.
I think it matters, guys. Anyone heard of Bayern? Just want to say, for the record. 6, search results, 5-1. One of my daughters, I like this horse a lot. Not necessarily on Saturday, but I just
5-1?
like her as a horse.
Yes.
5-1, yep.
Hitting the board, Paul, this time. I'm with
Oh
your
my
horse
God,
for
are you
once.
kidding me? 5 Adair Manor. I just said it. 4-1. Oh boy.
God, we're getting paid in this race.
Do not, if this horse
Oh, yeah.
pulls a Bayern against
Oh,
Idiomatic,
I know who the winner of this race is anyway.
2, A Moray 20.
I used to have
Kyle,
a piece
I'm
of that
telling
one
you.
through my
I'm
racehorse,
telling you,
by the
Kyle
way.
Baffert, and oh boy.
Always.
You don't think that Adair Manor might take a little left-hand turn out of the gate against Idiomatic? 9, Clarier. I cannot believe these odds. 4-1. I thought Clarier would be like 8. That
did too.
based on all the future odds we've seen, that makes no sense. 0.
I thought she was gonna be 8, but be bet down to 5. But 4-1. Yeah.
1, Hoosier Philly 20.
Yeah.
Poor Tom. That horse is a dead send, Howard. Amos pretty much
think
said
we-
as much.
Paul, I
That's
think
another
Hoosier Philly
inside
has a great
scoop.
chance now to finish last in that race, by the way.
Well,
10.
she's going the lead. Trying to.
She won't be there long. 10, Desert Dawn 20, Pete.
That's a sneaky one for the board
Okay.
with all this pace.
11, Ley Davida 20.
That's another sneaky one.
Guys,
for
this
the
is
board.
weird. All the clothes are on the outside and all the speed is on the inside. This is a weird pace dynamic right now. I'm just going to say it.
Talked about it. Just got weirder.
There's
Put randomized
more
right
to be
here.
8, randomized
Ah,
right
6.
Damn it.
She gets the stalk if she wants. She's got no speed to her outside at all. 3, Pretty Mischievous 8. Pretty good
was
post for her.
I have
was-
a feeling that's where
It is.
Paul's
It
going.
is.
That's correct.
What was the odds? Sorry, I missed that.
8.
8. Ooh, that's nice, Paul.
This is a race we're gonna have to talk about. This is a fascinating with the speed in here, guys. Idiomatic and Adair Manor. I love Idiomatic.
Is that all of them, or is
Yep.
there any more?
Yes, that's
Yep,
it.
that's
Love
it.
That's it, Pete.
Guys, real quick, am I overestimating the possible issues for Idiomatic with Adair Manor right to her outside? Any of you guys?
And now Hoosier Philly
Oh, they're
draws
gonna
inside
send.
too.
I hope they all send. We want Who's Your Filly and
Is
Dare
that-
Matter, Idiomatic, and Randomized to all send, right? That's what the hope is.
I think Randomized might be able to stalk from there. I think she's going to have to be honest.
I
You
don't
know
like.
what their manner's
Yeah.
going. Idiomatic has to go. This forces Idiomatic's hand. That was going to be my top choice. Still maybe my top choice. That's going to force her hand.
Randomized has never won a race, by the way, being any has always been
Okay.
in the lead start to finish in all 4 wins, if
Okay.
I remember correctly.
And Paul, I'm not
Does
far off
Chad-
of you, my friend.
Does Chad have a second one in that race? No, I don't think so. Okay. Breeders' Cup Turf. Wow. This race, guys.
This race is
Yeah.
awesome.
What'd you say, Kyle? The best horse you've ever seen?
The
maybe?
best field, the best
13,
prospective field on
More
Facebook.
like
I've ever
Goddess. 12. Guys, this is a 1.5 mile race.
What number was that, by the way?
13.
Okay,
More
sorry.
like 12 to 1. This starts sort of at the bottom of the downhill. So they go straight for a while and then they're going to make a left-hand turn. They're going to go straight for a little bit and then a left-hand turn. 2, Onesto, 8.
Oh, good. I like that. It's because you could toss that horse.
Guys, who's the more line favorite going to be? Is there going to be Mustadaf or Augusta?
Augusta.
5.
Augusta
5,
Rodan.
Augusta Rodan.
5 to 2.
3 to 1.
Most of that
3 to 1.
Yes.
Wow.
Paul's opened up the wallet already. 7, Broom, 30.
Oh, he did.
By the way,
send
Augusta
Broome, huh?
Rodan is Ryan Moore.
Always can count on Broom, Paul.
Guys, these Aidan O'Briens are getting great posts. It might be the Aidan O'Brien show this week.
He's not winning one race the whole 2 days.
4, Bolshoi Ballet, 15. That horse is going, by the way. I'm pretty sure that horse is going to lead or going to try. I think that horse is going to show some speed.
Who's riding that horse?
Johnny V. 12. Speaking of horse that's going to lead, 12 Balladeer, 30. That horse is absolutely dead send. And I'm glad that he's going to be away from the horses I like as of now.
From dead send to dead last.
Maybe. Ted Adhamo, 30, Paul.
10, you said?
10, Adhamo.
Adamo drew into this race? Oh, boy.
9, Mustadaf, the morning line favorite, 5 to 2.
Yeah.
Woo!
Ooh.
That post is fine. Unless
Yeah.
unless a Balladeer comes over on him at the start. We'll see. Probably these 3 posts over. He'll be fine. 6 gets smoking. The other main speed, 30. Outside of Augusta, I don't really like that, but I think Augusta Rodan will be all right. 3, Gold Phoenix, 30.
Oh, I love that horse. What was the odds? 30?
30. 30, senor.
Oops. Spelled it completely wrong.
30. 11, King of Steel, 4.
Ooh, 4 on that horse is nice.
Guys, if he wins this race, that'd be one of the most incredible training feats and by a horse. And just based on the field in 2 weeks back, that'd be unbelievable if that horse wins. 1, Shariar, 15. That's interesting. A little high. She's inconsistent, but talented. It's a girl, I think, right, Shariar?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Mare.
No.
No? No. Thinking of
No?
somebody else.
Am I wrong? Okay.
There's
8,
an H in the PPs.
8, Up to the Mark, 5.
Oh my God,
Great
that's
spot.
they're just handing money out at these Breeders' Cup apparently.
The
That's
only
it.
U.S.
13
horse who
horses.
has
There
a
you go.
chance.
We'll come back to that race.
That was it. 13.
Yes, sir. Yes. Oh, Steven Scott in the chat. I agree. Augusta Rodan is my retirement plan at 3 to 1.
I think the most of Deef, I think, drew a little better though.
Hey Steven, you're
I
gonna
don't
retire
think
in a
so.
you're gonna retire in a cardboard box then, my friend, because Up to the Mark's gonna roll right by him.
And then our best friend Noah, he has to underroll from college if Augusta Rodan is 3 to 1. That's what he said.
Oh, wow.
You guys better all save your money, man. That horse isn't even gonna hit the board.
Now you're being silly, Pete.
Trust me. You watch. You look at the picks. My
I think
picks
Up to the
already
Mark
in the
has
sheet.
Up to the Mark has a legitimate chance. He's the only U.S. horse who has
Talk about it.
fleet.
Guys, we don't want to give too much away. Tomorrow night shows for Friday and Wednesday night shows for Saturday.
No, we got a tease. It's called a teaser, Howard.
Yeah,
it's called
okay.
a teaser.
All right.
But yeah, here we go. The classic.
Pete, I
Here
love
we
to hear your
go.
explanation. I love to hear your explanation how Augusta Rodan doesn't hit the board. Like reasonable reason, other than I just don't like Euros or I don't like Eden.
I love Aiden and Euros. Just not. He's not gonna. Doesn't mean he's gonna come in.
All right. But
I
We
liked
go
Aiden. I liked
the
Aiden before I
almost
had to talk
classic.
to him on the show. I wasn't like a bandwagon who liked him after the show. So
Kim Genzer, thanks for joining the chat. Kim, Augusta up to the mark, Mustadaf.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with you, Kim. I think those are the top 3.
That's about it.
I mean, yeah, I think that's right. Oh, look at Simon O'Neill likes Mustadaf. Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey, I like it.
it's an issue.
guys,
Here we
I
are,
just-
the
I just,
almost classic.
I just lost the light, but we're good. We're okay. All right. Yeah, they're going to talk about the classic here. Here we go. This
do it.
is the big one, but it's not the last one. But it is the big one.
The
And
semi
not-
big one.
Yeah, it's not.
Nah,
They made
it's
a
big
good
one.
move
It's
putting
6
it third to
million, guys.
last. Actually, now.
4 missed the cut. 30.
How are you so ahead of me?
They're going to talk a little bit about each horse, looks like, for 5 seconds after the draw. Again, once this is all over, folks, do not move a muscle. Don't go anywhere. Wow. 12 Arabian Night.
Ooh,
3
yucky.
to 1. 3 to 1. He's
Yeah.
speedy anyway, but now he's going to. I mean, it's a long run of the first turn.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's going. He's going to be on the lead.
It is a long run, though, and I mean, I'm
A
sure
little
they prefer to be
yucky.
inside. 6 Saudi Crown. 12. That seems a little high, but maybe not. Okay. Saudi Crown, I think we'll have the lead in that race early. We'll see. 9, Senor Buscador. 31. That's 30 to 1 for those who don't
Yeah,
speak Spanish.
yeah. I was
out
going to
there.
say let's stick to English. I'm having a hard enough time typing.
Got to take care of our Latin American viewers out there. There are a lot of them. We love our Latin American viewers.
They know how to read numbers.
1 Arcangelo,
Oh.
7 to 2. So wait a minute. Arabian Night is favored over Arcangelo. Come on, guys. By what measure?
The morning line was done
I'm
by
sorry,
a
that's what I think
California
for
guy.
Jenna.
That's right.
Baffert,
right, Paul.
Baffert at Santa Anita.
No, but Brad Free
Three.
is a California guy. Did the morning line.
White Barrio Pete is 3. 4 to 1.
Oh, that's a
on
little
White
lower
Barrio.
than I wanted.
That's pretty low.
I like that horse.
Oh, why am I buffering now? Come on. What are we doing?
7 Clapton, 20 to 1. I just want to say this right now. That's disrespectful, Arcangelo. By what measure, based on what they've done this year, is Arcangelo higher than Arabian Night, guys? That's silly. I'm
Well,
sorry. I'm actually slightly offended. That's
But the morning line is supposed to, represent what they think the public's going to do,
I
and I
know,
think
I
this
don't-
is what the public's going to do.
maybe 11 Bright Future 10. Pete, you're right. I understand what the morning line is, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll be wrong. I could very well be wrong. I don't know. You got Pletcher and Bob next to each other. 8 Ushba to Sora. What? 4 to 1. Wow.
Everybody and their mother likes this horse, so I figured that was going to be lower than we
But
expected.
is that morning line in dollars or yen?
I think it's dollars, but I'm not sure.
I think it's rupee,
transfer.
Paul. Maybe that might be.
And
rupee.
right next to him, 5 Durma Sotagake at 20. 5 Durma 20. Sorry,
Can't
not
make that
next
one
to
high enough.
Not next to him. Sorry, guys. Durma is next to Saudi. I mean, Durma's got to go, right? 2 Zandon 12. Love the post for that horse. Not sure I love the horse enough.
Hit the board.
See.
Always.
And one more left, and that is going to be 10
Roxy?
Dreamlike 30 to 1. The 2 dead closers next to each other. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Guys, I love the post for Ushba. He's going to send. He's going to let the other 2 inside him go. Like Durma and Saudi are going to go.
Arabian Night has no speed inside of him, which is good
No,
for him now. Being out
13
there.
proxy, Pete.
Oh, 13. I
Bright
forgot. I'm
Future's got
sorry.
Speed, Pete.
I was
Oh,
going
is
to
that
say,
right?
what about proxy?
Wait,
What
is
about
that right, Kyle?
proxy?
What?
Did they show a 13?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
proxy. What about proxy?
What were the odds, Kyle? I didn't see it. I apologize.
12 to
hold on.
1.
12.
12.
Okay, sorry about that, Pete. I thought
That's
they were,
all right.
All right. Bright Future's got some speed, Pete.
A little bit. Yeah. But not
Well, he's going
Not Arabian Night speed, I don't think.
I would agree. All right,
Not the
2
nicest
more races
post,
left,
though,
ladies and
that's for
gentlemen.
sure.
Hey, Paul, quick snap thought on Arcangelo at the rail.
Well, my only concern, it's not ideal, number one, and the foot. I just, I don't think things are trending in Arcangelo's direction. And he was going to be my pick, probably, but I am reevaluating. I don't think he's going to be my pick.
Arcangelo, you saying, okay. By the way, Brad Free is doing the morning line. Oh, Brad Free did the DRF morning line. Sorry, John White of Santa Anita is doing the morning line.
No, I don't.
No?
Is that right?
Actually, I don't know for a fact.
I'm checking.
All right.
Check it.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense because John is the morning line maker for
Right.
Santa Anita,
Bush
and he's
Thompson.
very good.
Sorry, Paul. Bush Thompson, thanks for joining. Hello. Thank you, Bush. We really appreciate it. Terry Frank said that Ushba is being gate schooled again on Wednesday, by the way, Paul.
Yes.
Okay.
I knew that.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, Turf Sprint.
Sprint. This is going to be
Smoking J race, baby. The Smoking J
I know.
Invitational.
I know who I like in this
Caravel,
race.
Pete, 3, Caravel, 5. Good post for Caravel.
Good post for her.
Oh,
yeah.
the three post 5-1 is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
8, Aesop's Fables, 12.
Oops, spelled that wrong. No, I didn't.
12, you don't want to be speed, but you're not. Arzak, 6.
6? Ooh, that's
6.
That's
interesting.
low. That's
That's a little
Good.
low for him.
Would love to see Mike Trombetta win a Breeders' Cup.
11, Jasper Crone, who is lightning fast, 12. Guys, Arzak at 6 is, forget it. Why do I even bother? He won 1 race at 15-1. Now he's 6-1 in the Breeders' Cup.
Who won
6,
2 straight?
Gear Jockey, 12.
That's a toss, by the way. Complete toss.
Agree, Pete. Agree.
I agree with you as well.
5, Living in the Dream, really fast,
That's a good
9
post
to
for living the
2.
dream, too.
9-2. If Caravel
9 to
thinks
2.
she's getting the lead, I don't think so.
9-2, you said? Sorry.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep. I want to see where Big Invasion and Motori.
You haven't hit my top 2. Oh, those are my top 2. Where are they?
No, they're in the chat. Simon O'Neill and 10, Nobles, 6. Wow, just
my
inside
third place
Jasper
horse.
Crone. Guys, there is so much speed in this
I
race.
know.
It's
Oh,
insane.
yeah. What the fuck?
They're gonna, the 20-4 they went at Keelan, guys. They're gonna go 20-2.
Oh, I got to change my third place pick on the
5.
power picks.
Sorry, 10. Motorious, 5.
I thought
10 is
Nobles was
Motorious,
10.
5.
Yeah, they said it wrong, Paul.
They
Motorious.
said it wrong. No balls is 7, Pete. That's not our fault. 7, no balls, it's 6. Motorious is the 10. I'll get you the odds. 5 is Motorious. 5-1 Motorious.
5-1. Oh my god! Like I said, they're just handing money out. It's like it's I don't even know. What it's
1
called.
Big Invasion, 15-1.
Jesus Christmas!
Come
This is free money.
Guys, Pete might
Unbelievable.
win $1 million this weekend.
I need to just come up and enter the BCBC because
Pete,
I'd
when
win
do you
this.
fly out to California? Come on.
I
dude.
need to
Seriously.
because this is easy money.
4, Tony Ann, 15. Fortunately, Pete, there's something called ADWs. You don't need to fly 3,000 miles away to make a bet.
That's true. That's true. But I want to win the BCBC. Don't I need to be in person to do that?
2, Bradzell, 5.
That is asinine.
That's
sorry.
2 horses on the inside that are not speed horses.
What
which
was
is
the
interesting.
odds on Brad Sell? Sorry.
5.
5-1?
That's ridiculous. Leave
Oh,
that.
God.
We
Toss
won in,
that.
we won in
9.
what,
Here's
March?
one of my long shots. 9, Roses for Deborah, 12. I don't mind that post, actually.
I've been coming around on that horse a little bit from
Guys,
underneath.
I think that's going to be it. I would assume. Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, she's interesting. Toss out that last race in the complete bog at Parks. That was a ridiculous turf course there.
I cannot believe for anybody who
F
can
is
see
going
my
on?
screen right here, this exacta is going to be balloons.
Well, I don't think it's a great post, but interesting.
Posts most.
From Stephen Scott, to all those hosts there on the show suffering from these colds and other nasal ailments, please stop. Get some fresh ginger and lemon and green tea. Suggestions for Stephen.
I hate
guys are
everything you
so-
just said, Stephen, by the way. I hate all of those
Pete and
ingredients.
Kyle are so struggling.
Yeah.
Paul, I feel $1 million other than my voice a little bit shot, but that's because of all the talking we're doing here for these pods. Otherwise, I feel great. Guys, here we go. Last race. It's strangely enough, this last race, I don't know if it really matters that much. I don't think Elite Power is going to like the one though. Kyle and Pete. Oh, sorry, Kyle stepped out.
No, I agree. I would rather not see him at the 1 hole if I didn't have to.
Okay. Donald Duncan's got some weird numbers in the chat. I don't even know. Wait, is there a horse named Detroit and a horse named the Raiders?
I don't like that because I have the over.
familiar with
So
those horses. I don't even know what he's
Donald,
talking
I do not like that update, Donald. We need some more points in that game.
Is that? I don't even know what sport that is. I thought we were talking about horse racing tonight here. I don't even know what. All right. Anyway,
well,
Mr. Guitar thinks it's a bad.
Apparently, horse racing didn't know it was football either.
9 Ganite 4-1.
Good post.
That's low.
That is a good post. I think that might be 9 horses in this race, guys. He might have the outside post. We'll see.
Possible,
4,
yeah.
Hoist the Gold 12-1. I'm coming around to him as an interesting long shot, not to win, but underneath. He's getting back into good form. He surprised me at Keeneland. He has not been good on the West Coast, though. Maybe he's just a East Coast, Midwest kind of horse. We'll see.
If I get good odds here again.
Phoenix last time surprised me personally. 3, American Theorem for Spoli. That's a horse I actually used a little bit last year. He was very disappointing.
Odds?
30.
Got to be 20 or 30. That horse has got no shot.
7, Speed Boat Beach.
Oh, let's get some good odds.
3.
Damn it.
I hope it.
I'll take it to close out the pick 5, though. Close out the pick 5. It'll be fine.
So what do we think Elite Power is going to be?
6, The Chosen Vran 5. I'd say Elite Power is 8-5 morning line. They don't make them too low usually. I'd say 8-5.
Yeah, I was going to say 9-5, but probably close.
Might be lower than 8-5.
Yeah, I agree, Pete. I don't think it'll be lower than 8-5.
2, Dr. Scheibel 5-1. I believe Dr. Scheibel had the 2 hole in his last race, if I remember correctly.
He did.
Correct. Course for course.
I'm okay with that post for him.
He's just
a fun horse.
1, Nakatomi 15. Nakatomi's a closer. That's great for Dr. Scheibel. Great post for Dr. Scheibel if you like Dr. Scheibel.
That's a fun horse, man.
He might need to stalk Steamboat Beach, though, right, guys? I mean, I don't think Dr. Scheibel's going to have the lead. 5, 3 Technique 20. So that means the 8 is going to be
Elite Power.
Elite Power.
That's perfect.
Outside of Speedboat Beach.
Right next to Gunite. The race is on.
What were the odds?
I say 8-5. Let's see.
No, we're not there yet.
9-5. Good call, Paul.
Pete. I agreed with my friend Pete.
That's all of them, right? Is that it?
That's every single race, guys. Look, you leave it on there for a second just to look at.
Yeah, of course.
Not much to say there really. Elite Power is not going to lead. There's really not a lot of speed in there, guys, other than Speedboat Beach. I mean, Scheibel, unless Scheibel sends hard, but Scheibel's not winning if he gets into a duel with Speedboat Beach, in my opinion.
I don't think he's a. That's a
little tricky for Dr. Scheibel. I think Dr. Scheibel would like if you like Scheibel, I think you got to let Speedboat Beach go a little bit and just come around. At least that's what I would personally do.
I mean, he sits off. Dr. Scheibel sits off, so I think that's going to be his game.
Yeah, he didn't in his last win though. He engaged and early and won. Actually, I thought against Speedboat Beach. It was very similar, actually.
He did, but he broke off a touch, but he didn't. He's not like a dead. I need to be on the lead. Is all I think. He could do a little bit of both.
By the way, Brad Anderson, Pete, hell of a job keeping up. Thanks, great job.
Brad.
Thanks, Brad. Brad, can't wait to see you in a week. All right, guys. Here's what we're gonna do because this show is not intended to be like 2 hours long, and we're all going on an hour and a half. Real quick, guys. Literally, we're just gonna go through each race, and I'm going to get one quick comment, literally one comment from each one. We'll end the show. We can't wait to see everyone tomorrow night and Wednesday night for our big shows. Then Kyle Roscoe and the Ben and Boozin guys will have some tape shows. Let's go back to Friday, Pete. Again, we're going to wrap around, guys. Let's make it real quick.
Right, Paul.
Kyle, quick thought, very quick.
Shards, beautiful post. Crimson Advocate, yeah, but Shards, all that matters. We called the post 7. Let's go, baby.
Paul.
I would say that amidst waves at 8-1 is the best of the Weaver chances in this race.
Wow. Over Crimson Advocate and No Name Mets. Interesting. Pete.
I don't like the one for Crimson Advocate in this race.
I'd say probably Big Evs from the 4 should be able to break out and use that speed to at least contest the lead for sure.
Yeah, that's a good point, Pete. Big Evs is a good point.
I would say the whole key to the race is who wins the break between No Name Mets and Big Evs. If Big Evs clears and No Name Mets does not put pressure on Big Evs, it could be over. All right, guys, let's go to the next race. Juvenile Fillies. We'll reverse it. Pete, quick thought.
Tamara's got an excellent post and is the best horse in the race, so we just have to see if she can get 2 turns.
Guys, more like post draw angle, not necessarily the handicap.
That's why I said post draw worked for the fave. This one, the 4 to 5 shot got the post that I think she wants.
Paul?
If Tamara's going to get beat, I'll be trying to beat her with just FYI from Mr. Mott.
Kyle?
Training very well since arriving at Santa Anita.
Hey, guys, where's VV's dream?
Ran barely made the board at Churchill yesterday.
Really apologize. That's how busy I've been. Okay.
No, just FYI, again, Paul pointed out good post from the outside. Doesn't have any speed to her inside, but Candied got, I think, kind of a little bit of a worse sitting on the rail. And at 4-1, I'd be willing to kind of push that one backwards.
You guys are absolutely smoking crack. Mile to 16th at 12 holes, horrible. Candide is going to break and save ground. I love the 1 for Candide, and I don't like the 12 for just FYI at all. Plus, Brightworks in there too. So anyway,
might as well rip your tickets up then. There you go. Let's go next one.
All right, Paul, you go first. Paul.
What race are we in here?
Juvenile Fillies Turf, Paul. You can
look on the screen. Look on the screen, Paul. Everything's right in front of you, baby.
Oh, it's so small. Oh, wait a minute. Here, wait a minute. Okay, now I can see better.
Now he's got his glasses on.
Wait, we got to put him on
I would say that this is going to be a Euro race. It's either I think probably Carla's Way is going to be very difficult to beat in this race.
Pete,
at first glance,
I don't love the horse that I like. She feels pretty. I don't love out of the 11, but I think she's still good enough to win this race. But I don't love that post.
Kyle,
there's 2 horses that kind of she feels pretty hard to justify. Drew a little bad towards the outside. Euro's got great posts, so I'm kind of in the Euro camp for this one, I think.
My quick thought is on the odds. 6-1 on Carla's Way is absolutely ridiculous. This is the best horse in the race. Doesn't mean she's going to win. She should be the favorite, and she feels pretty. It should be 9-2 or 5-1. Okay, moving along. Juvenile. I'm going to go first. How's that? There is so much speed. I'm really looking forward to this race. Ton of speed. I've loved Locked from the beginning. I still love Locked even more so. I'd love to get 7-2 Kyle on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, I think you will. I really do agree with you that Prince of Monaco, I think, will be the favorite. I think everyone drew fine in this race. You got Muth to the outside, okay. And then it's kind of like I said. You see by the odds, 3 of them are 4-1 and a 7-2. I think it'll be a really good race.
I've heard Fierceness is going to the lead, or they're going to try to get there. Paul?
Oh, yeah.
I am going to stick with my New York bred, the Wine Stewart, to blow this up.
Wow. Well, it's going to save ground. I have no problem with the rail. These 2-turn races, I don't have a problem. Two-turn route races in the rail, I'm fine with that. Didn't Wonder Wheel break from no, Wonder Wheel was like the 9 or something, right? I can't remember.
I loved Wonder Wheel.
Pete?
Well, we got some speed to the outside. So the Muth is the most, I think, from the post perspective, I think Muth is the most interesting to see what he'll do. I think he could sit off, but let's see where he breaks with a couple of speed horses right to the inside of him.
All right. Juvenile Turf.
Oh, sorry. That's on me.
That's okay. Yep. Pete, go ahead first.
Let's see. Well, this is the easy one, Carson's Run. I think Carson's Run may have got the toughest deal out of many of the bigger name U.S. horses with the post position. That's one that's to the outside too far.
Okay. Paul?
Sorry, Pete. This is the Aidan O'Brien, right? And I'm rooting for Carson's Run, and I will be using. I agree with you, Pete. I would like to have seen not that post, but I'll be using him underneath the Aidens in this race, the 2 and 8. At first glance, we still have till tomorrow, right, Uncle?
Yes. Yep, we do.
Okay.
Kyle?
I mean, yeah, you guys hit the nail. Euros drew great. I'm looking for this could be I think this is the Frankie special, this race.
Yep. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to do this. No, that's not what I wanted. I apologize. Wrong one. Not that one either. Now I'm messing around.
That one looks good. How about that one?
I was trying to get, I'll just leave it on that. Guys, this is going to be the Aiden show. I don't think the Americans are anything special. The O'Brien's got great posts. I'll take either one of them. I prefer River Tiber just because that's when Ryan Moore is on. I know he's chalk mooring line, but I don't care. All right, next, let's go to Saturday. We'll go through Saturday's races very quickly, everyone at home, and then we'll end the show. Again, thank you very much for watching. It's been a blast and a huge viewership. Again, let me just really quickly show this. Below the video player, Power Picks tip sheet. It's only $20 total for about 30 pages. It's going to be emailed out Thursday, and the deadline is Wednesday midnight. Again, Wednesday midnight Eastern Standard Time is the deadline to sign up for those Power Picks. Look below the video player. Go to our website, hhhracingpodcast.com, for information. Kyle, Breeze Cup Mile, and Cody.
I was laughing at they showed Tony's mug on the screen, so I was laughing at that.
Did?
But yeah, nice. They did. He was talking to Pletcher and Cody, and Tony's right behind him. Cody's wish, if he's, there's no way, but if he's anywhere near 9-5, pound.
Paul?
Yeah, I think there were a lot of circumstances going against Cody's wish in the Whitney, even though I didn't want to admit it. The distance, the pace of the race, I think it's the total opposite in this race. I do think Algiers could be a tough customer, but if the pace plays out, I think he has a very good shot.
Pete?
Well, post-wise, I like Practical Move's spot because the speed is all to the outside. The speed can all go. Practical Move can hopefully save ground, get first run, and then try and hold off Cody's wish.
I was interested in Algiers. I didn't love his comeback return at Woodbine. I know he's off a while, but he was supposed to run New York and then rain. And I don't know. I'm cheering for Cody. That's all I'm going to say. I love Cody wishes to win. I don't think we're getting 9-5, though. I think Cody's going to be 7-5. That's my opinion. Next race. Philly and Mare Turf. Pete.
An Italian from the 1. Get out and go. Run.
Is that the best post she could have gotten? Or,
I think anything, I don't want anything inside would have been fine. I think just because I think she's faster than everyone.
Paul.
I think Inspiral is the most likely winner, but about 6 months ago, my good friend Jessica Paquette told me Didier was going to win the Philly and Mare Turf. I think she's got a fighting shot. I will be using her defensively and definitely underneath.
Kyle.
Yeah, I agree with what Paul said. It almost seems very straightforward, but I think at least underneath there could be someone coming in to blow up a little bit of tickets.
I also want to say Lumiere Rock's got a little bit of speed. I love Inspiral and Warm Heart. I know I'm getting a little chalky. Anyone that knows me knows I'm not usually a chalk player, but I'm very concerned an Italian gets loose and wins. The problem is I'm not sure she's the same as she was last year, even though she ran a big number last time. We'll have plenty of time to talk about it.
We only get finer with age, the Italians, Howard. We get finer with age, my friend.
Not the last 2 races, by the way, Pete.
Yeah, she was teasing them. She wanted these 4-1 so she could send me, she could pay off my mortgage. That's what she's looking for.
That's right.
Next race, Philly and Mare Sprint. Yeah. The main thing here, guys, and we got plenty of time to handicap. It's going to be happening tomorrow and Wednesday. Goodnight Olive and the rail is the whole story. I do not love the rail going 7 furlongs. She would have been much better off on the outside, stalking speed. I think it's very tricky. I love her in this spot. It's not a tough field. I think it's a very, very tricky post for Goodnight Olive. Kyle.
Yep, couldn't agree more with you. And Society drawing the 7, I think, only helps her in this race.
Paul?
I think Society got the best draw. I've been on Society. I'm not thrilled at the prospect of 5-2 on Society. I think Goodnight Olive is by far the best horse. If she gets a fair trip, she's going to be difficult to beat.
Pete?
Excuse me, if you wanted to beat the favorite in one of the bigger favorites of the weekend, the one post gives you a little bit of advantage to try and beat her. So if you're against her, you're probably a little happy today.
Guys, one more comment. I was going to go Good Night Olive huge in the BCBC, Kyle. I'll just admit it right now live.
Yeah.
I don't care. And now I have reservations. I got a feling something very weird is going to happen in this race. You got Society, who's dead speed. The other best horse is on the rail. I'm going to have to look at this race real carefully. I just feel something very weird happening in this race. I could be wrong. We'll see.
He's talking about 7 furlong shoot rail. You always talk about it.
I'm telling you, just in general, it's not good. Let's go to the next race. I'll go first with the turf. I'll go full screen here. This is a great race. I know may not be like super duper stars. It's a great race. I'm sold into Montage. I love the post. I think she stalks the probable speed of Master Foxhounds. I don't usually like horses turning back this quickly in a few weeks, but I like Montage. I love the post, especially. Pete.
I'd say just from a post draw standpoint,
Yeah.
Master of the Seas took it a little bit in the booty right there. So I don't know about that. That doesn't look so great. So
I agree. Paul, any posts come to mind here that are good or bad?
I'm trying to recover from the in the booty comment. That was excellent. Yeah, I think that Marge is well intended. I like the fact that they're cutting back off that Keeneland race. I don't think she needs to go to the lead. I don't think she'll go to the lead, but at a mile, I think she can certainly stalk. And Ocean Murphy is simply one of the best riders in the world.
Kyle,
I think
any
just
post situation here.
I mean, well, the Santa Anita configuration is probably the mile is probably the toughest one to pilot as a jockey from this standpoint. So Master of the Seas really drew it bad. Songlight, I don't think drew it horribly, but I mean, she's got to find a way around that first tight turn at Santa Anita. So it's going to be a very interesting run to the first turn.
I think didn't Caraconte win from the 10 or the 11 when that horse won at Santa Anita? I think it was Santa Anita when Caraconte won, right? Yeah, it was. Someone look that up. I think Caraconte won from an outside post, if I recall. Anyway, go ahead, Pete. We'll go to the next race. The Distaff. Pete, let you go first.
let's see. I think actually,
your girl. This is your girl.
I love her, and I think her post is great because she just sort of the closers on the outside sort of stay out of the way of all the speed horses. They can all go have at it, the 4 of them, hopefully, and then we could get the closers home, and we can really blow this ticket up, I think.
Pete, we have like thousands of people watching live. You might want to tell some people who your girl is. Not everyone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Clairiere. They all know. They know who it is.
Well, people
don't even worry. Clairiere, number 9. I love Clairiere, even though she has not been good. So hopefully the pace meltdown will help her out.
She's been working really well, though.
She has been working well, though. Yes, she has. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm going to stick to my plan. I saw Pretty Mischievous win the Oaks. I thought at that day she had a good chance to win the Distaff. Since she won the Acorn, ran second in the test, but won because of the unfortunate circumstances with Maple Leaf Mel, and really did not like the track at all in the cotillion last race, and still was closing fast. I think at 8-1, I'm jumping in, but my board horse is going to be Wet Paint. I really think this race could melt down.
Kyle.
Paul's very astute, man. Took everything I wanted to say. Pretty Mischievous, Wet Paint, and Clairiere. That's what I think. I think the pace could really set up.
Guys, the story of this race is not the handicapping part. It's the fact that Adair Manor is right outside the other best speed, Idiomatic. I mean, that's really the story of this post position draw, maybe the entire night, in my opinion, because I think Idiomatic is probably the best horse in the race, and now has a horse that I don't like at all, personally, Adair Manor, who's absolutely speed that it has to go. Watch the break of this race, ladies and gentlemen. Just watch the 4 and 5 hole, and if you remember the Bayern Breeders' Cup Classic, that's all I'm going to say. I hope it doesn't happen, but if it happens, you heard it here first. All right, let's go to the next race. All right, the turf. Paul, post thoughts on the turf. Post thoughts.
Well, it's very simple. It's Up to the Mark is the only U.S. horse who has a chance probably to finish in the top 5, and I think he's got a good chance to be right there. And other than that, I think it's Augusta Dan and most of Duff primarily But it's King of Steel wouldn't shock me. Short rest, as you say, Howard, would be a great training job. But I think it's those 2 Euros primarily with Up to the Mark as the U.S. horse with a shot.
My main thought here is that the best horses got great posts, and I expect this to be a chalky result. And I cannot wait to see King of Steel, guys, because not only is he a great horse, he's like huge. He's humongous size. So I can't wait to see him in the paddock, Kyle.
I told you on the show previously, and I'm going to tell you again, Howard. There's no way in hell I'm not going down to the paddock to watch this one again. One of the best races I've seen on paper. So I'm really excited.
Race of the year, right here, according to Kevin.
I don't disagree. Could definitely shape up for it.
Oh,
and if Up to the Mark wins, could be horse of the year.
He could.
Yeah.
Smoggington's got to bring everyone down with the Philly Mare Sprint. We hear you. Got rest in peace, Maple Leaf.
Hey, bring up that Simon O'Neill comment right there.
And New York Thunder for that matter too. By the way, unfortunately, the 3-horse race. No, the next one.
No,
King of Steel. Okay. No, I agree.
No, Simon's from the.
I agree. I don't like King of Steel
across the pond.
I just can't. I'm excited to see him. Pete.
Oh, I love Up to the Mark to draw. So that's the horse I like. I like the draw. So I'm happy with that. Warlike Goddess. That's a weird one for Warlike Goddess, just because all the way outside. We'll see how she's ridden.
Can you make this one click bigger, by the way, or no? Is it going to be too big if you do that?
Yeah, people can see it. I know our demographics. Skews to about 100, but
okay.
There we go.
All right, next race. Classic. There we go. That's the whole field except the one underneath right at the top. Pete.
Let's see. I'll say from a post standpoint, Arabian Night has the most interesting post because he's speed and he's stuck on the outside. But I like the horses inside of him, so I'm not overly concerned if I was an Arabian Night fan.
Kyle, if you were a fan of Arabian Night and Baffert, like you want this horse to win, do you send Crazy? I mean, it's a long run in the first turn. Do you send Crazy and try to get ahead of Saudi Crown, or do you think Arabian Night can stalk Saudi Crown, go by and hold off others?
I don't think stalking is going to be in the cards for Arabian Night, but as we talk about, I mean, 1.25 miles, they're going to be all the way in the first turn, the final turn shoot. So I mean, they're going to have a 1/4 mile, even more, to run up to that first turn. I almost feel like it's just a jockeying race at this point to see where Saudi Crown and Arabian Night are going to fit out. I think the best case scenario for Arabian Night is he does clear and just sits right off Saudi Crown.
Interesting. Okay, so it'll be sitting off him from the outside, obviously. Yeah. Paul?
I don't think they necessarily planned to go to the lead with Saudi Crown in the Pennsylvania Derby, having spoken to the connections after the race. So I would not be surprised to see Saudi Crown being the one doing the stalking. And we'll wait until Wednesday, but I'm very interested in this horse.
Gary Colaroso said the pace will be set by Saudi Arabian Night Crown. What? Okay. Interesting.
He's being funny, almost.
Being funny, I know. It's not a corny pun joke. So
I think
above you.
Even though there's a long run to the first turn, I think Saudi Crown. If Saudi Crown's in it to win it, he's got to wire the field. I don't think he can pass horses. Yeah. He hasn't really proven he can pass horses, guys. I'd be very surprised if Saudi Crown does not send hard and has the lead. That's what I would do if I were the connections. Arabian Night, I won't say he's in need of the lead type, but he's really been best on the lead, guys. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, there's no real other speed in here, right? Maybe Bright Future, but I agree, Pete, he's not as fast as those. White Abardo from the inside, I mean, he's got to go a little bit too, right? I mean, so it's going to be interesting. Very interesting. Next one, we got 2 more races to quickly talk about, and then we're going to see everyone tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Turf Sprint, I think mainly you got to talk about posts here. So Kyle, biggest post, good or bad, what you see here?
I mean, realistically speaking, I mean, the Big Invasion maybe on the inside, but 15-1 is ludicrous for a horse of that nature. I don't think anyone really drew that bad. maybe Motorius to the outside. Jasper Krohn is extremely fast, but he will be outside of horses such as No Balls and Living the Dream. This race just shapes up to have an absolutely blistering pace as usual.
Paul?
I think Living the Dream is going to benefit tremendously from having that start at Keeneland. That was a suicidal pace. I think things are going to go a lot differently, and I think that without giving away my pick, that horse is going to be my pick.
Pete?
I like the draw. I actually like the draw for Motorius. I don't mind the draw for Motorius, who's a horse I like on top. So I like the draw. There's plenty of speed. Jasper Krohn could just run by, and Motorius could just sort of hang out in the back while they kill themselves up front.
Pete, I know you and I bang heads quite a bit, and sometimes we're quite different. I completely agree with you on this. I love Motorius. And Paul, my friend, I disagree with you. I don't like Living the Dream at all.
Who the hell cares that you disagree
Nice.
with me?
Nice.
Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
What are you? Wait, let me. Are you tougher in your jockey goggles?
Heck yeah.
I don't know, but every time I do it, I knock out my right earbud.
Paul, no, no bueno.
Now I don't know where it is.
Sure.
Earbud.
Right, anyway,
We can hear you, lovely. You don't need to hear us. You're good.
Pete, the old man is losing it. Let's go on to the last race.
No,
He's lost.
no
already.
doubt. Come on, earbud.
All right. Lost his marbles. All right. All right. Did you just say, come on here, bud? Wow. All
Yeah,
right.
he's trying to find
Found
it.
it.
There it is.
Welcome home, earbud.
I can't laugh.
Paul, before you have a heart attack, why don't you go first here, and then you can do what you got to do. Last
what are we
race
on
today,
this?
the sprint.
I'm glad the way this is shaped up, because if I'm fortunate enough to still be alive in the contest, as we know from previous races, you want to have a strong opinion in the last race, and I absolutely love Elite Power in this race.
Hard not to, Kyle.
I mean, hey, I love it. The only thing really to be scared of is if Speedboat Beach gets out as fast as he is and clears this field. I think that other than that, I think Elite Power is much the best and could definitely be, easily the horse to key on in this race.
Pete?
Post wise, I like where Speedboat Beach drew because I like Speedboat Beach, and I think the interesting tell will be Gunite and what he'll do from out there. Will he I don't think he'll challenge Speedboat Beach because I don't think he has a shot then, but I think he'll at least be able to sit off and try and get first run if he can get to him.
Pete, great minds think alike. When I saw these post positions, Gunite has never been good on the inside. Just watch all of Gunite's races. This is a perfect post for Gunite. I'm not sure that he'll be my top pick, but it's pretty simple. He's going to break well, and he's going to sit right outside of Speedboat Beach. Gunite has every chance to win this race. I don't know if he's good enough. Maybe Elite Power is too good. I know you guys have been a huge fan of Elite Power for a long time.
Gunite's good enough. I think he's good enough.
Gunite is, and you know what? Especially if Shivel goes, guys, then Gunite's going to sit off of those two. I mean, this race, and Gunite might be a decent price. I'm interested in Gunite. Let's go ahead. I'll take this off the screen. Guys, let me go ahead and put up the banners here as we close our show. Whoops, didn't want the comments, put the banners. Again, we've got fantastic shows tomorrow night live, Wednesday night live, 8 p.m. Eastern. Check out our power picks. Final quick thoughts, guys. It's been a fun night. Pete, final last thought before we get into the really deep dive handicapping shows the next 2 nights.
Yeah, I think it's just the final thought is everybody can now really dig in because we see the fields. We have the horses in the races that they're supposed to be in. So we know where they are, no questions anymore. Now you could dig in without being self-conscious of who's in, who's out, who's got what post, who doesn't, who's riding who. We got all the information we need now. So let's go.
Paul?
I just hope everyone has a safe trip out there who has not traveled yet, including some folks on the screen, especially a special family from Kentucky that'll be flying tomorrow. So our guy will be on the scene as of tomorrow, and we all look forward to being out there. And Pete's going to make so much money on Friday, he's going to hire a private jet to be out there Saturday.
I'll be there.
Kyle?
I mean, safe trips for all, both humans and equines, just all the way through. Watch those betting and boozing shows. coming out both tomorrow and on Wednesday. And bring home a big one, Shards. Let's go.
Guys, that's my one thought. I cannot believe that everyone here on the screen has a piece. And by the way, it doesn't really matter, but it's not like a $20 My Racehorse piece.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a legitimate, piece with some decent money behind it of a horse in the Breeders' Cup with a great post at 15-1, an in-string long shot to at least hit the board. Congratulations to everyone involved. Shards, the 7 in the Juvenile Turf Sprint.
I can't wait to see everybody in their Shards hats on
Got
Friday.
it right here. And I got a surprise for all of you guys you actually already know about it. So I have a certain piece of merchandise for all you guys as well.
Does it look like this?
It's similar. For my fantastic flagship co-host, Pete Visco. Pete, great job again with the typing tonight. And Paul Halloran and Benton and Boonzen host, Kyle Roscoe. This has been your proud host, Howard Kravitz, episode 303 of the HHH Racing Podcast. Can't wait to see you the next 2 nights. And as we say on the show, crush your bets at the Breeders' Cup. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Take care. Good night.
If you have not followed his Triple H horse racing podcast, you're missing out. It's one of the best podcasts in the country.